systematic bullying that's happening.
And they believe that
Cocaína.
But it's the wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell cause my records they sell. Cause a brother like me said, well,
it's born like this, immaculate conception. Not transform like this, perform like this, which yells you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that puts against the bed, this that I got realness, I just push, cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got gunk, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA.
They seem animalistic is what I mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stopped Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stopped Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the final expression of cancel culture in terrorist groups like
We'll see who cancels who.
They want you to comply.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, what's up, everyone? How you doing?
Hi.
Happy to have
doing great
here. Happy to see that there's some people that's not watching the Team USA versus Team Canada hockey game. That's a very big deal right now.
Well, I'm
watching
sure
right
there
now.
are multiple people on the show right now watching it, just not only watching it.
Right, I'm multitasking.
Yeah, is it true that basically whoever wins gets to annex the other country?
Right.
Them's the stakes. That's
Okay.
that's the whole game. It's it's
So-
kind of like Wakanda rules. They just have to basically have a match and then they become the new leader, and it's going to be just like that.
I like that. We could be Canadians by the end of this stream.
I
that
mean,
makes
Canada's
me
winning 1-0
really
right
happy.
now, so things are looking
Okay.
good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then wokeness will
Uh,
be restored, and DEI.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Can we get DEIA? I want the full acronym.
What's the A?
Accessibility.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I learned about that because I found out that Donald Trump dismantled that too as part of DEI. So
Of course he did.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, they are they don't give a shit about disabled people. That's part of the whole getting rid of the Department of Education. That will specifically fuck over a lot of disabled students. Because I mean, if you live in a rural area and you're disabled, I mean, the federal government, public education in general is really important. But like, if you're disabled, it's going to be so much worse. So yeah, not to start off on a depressing note, but DEIA, it's
Well,
good.
this is we're in 2025. Everything's a depressing note. We're not starting
true.
off on a depressing note. We're starting off. We're in the middle with a depressing note. We're ending with a depressing note.
I do
The
have
depressing
some.
note is the entire story, 24/7.
That's true.
Is that one
Yeah,
of the
there's
reasons why they're
I understand.
attacking like work from home so aggressively? Is that in part to try and well, I know the real reason is because obviously there's a lot of landlords who own establishments who really hated work from home because suddenly there's a lot of businesses that aren't collecting rent. So I know that's one of the bigger reasons. But I think there's a lot of people, especially people with disabilities, who require work from home as a crucial part of their day-to-day life in order to earn a livelihood. So that's.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons. Part of it is that the bosses want control directly over employees, and managers have to justify their existence. And, without directly managing somebody and breathing down their neck, then their jobs are kind of meaningless. So there's that. It's a lot of different things. There's a really great video actually by Some More News where they go in depth about
I was just
work from
watching that.
home. Oh, it's a really great
Yeah,
video.
right
And
before I
there's more
did this.
nuance.
Yeah.
Love Cody and Katie. They're great. And
Shout out to
Warmbo
Cody,
as
Cody.
well. Yeah, love that.
Warmbo's grown on me. I used to hate Warmbo, but ever since he went down the cocaine pipeline, I feel like drugs have made Elon Musk infinitely more evil and worse. Like he gives ketamine a bad name, but I feel like Warmbo has become more tolerable since he's become a cokehead.
It depends. Like sometimes drugs will make somebody insufferable. Sometimes it just brings the life into them, or breathes new life.
It brings the life into them.
I was like gonna say it breathes life out of them or something. I'm like, wait, that sounds like they're dying. Where am I going with this sentence? But you get the drift. Yeah, it's.
I think what you said also sounds like they're dying.
That's fair. Well, on the subject of drugs, I think that Elon Musk was definitely high during CPAC.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many clips you all have seen.
I didn't even know. Like, I remember CPAC used to be this big deal. I did not even know there was CPAC today. Like, I don't think I saw any coverage of it minus the Musk stuff, honestly. And that's obviously because of Elon Musk, not because people were paying attention to CPAC. Like, what is the purpose of CPAC now?
I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even have time because Matt, I had no idea that it was occurring this week. I didn't even have time to look to see if Matt Schlapp was still in charge of CPAC because I did hear that he is accused of sexually assaulting another guy.
2.
Not the same as the last one. So yeah, that's number 2. I don't know what happened with the first allegation, but there is a new one.
Didn't they settle out of court?
Oh, okay. That could have been the case. I don't know if I followed it after I initially talked about it. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. Don't sue us, Matt Schlapp. But allegedly, he's kind of a little bit of a perv to the fellas.
He's a predator. And it's actually like the first accusation is quite sad. It's like a CPAC staffer, like a Republican who got their dream job, got unfortunately sexually assaulted by Matt Schlapp, or as is the allegation. And then had a lot of difficulty trying to bring it to other people in the organization because people were trying to bury the story before it became too heady, I guess.
Yeah, that's the problem with powerful men.
Apparently, it's happened.
So that's why they do it.
It's happened numerous times, allegedly. Like there was a recent one too.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago. I didn't read the details on that, but yeah. Matt Schlapp, straight man, allegedly assaulting men.
Family man, Christian family man, head of CPAC.
Yeah.
And potentially closeted homosexual predator at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, if you're only preying on guys, like just from my own personal opinion, allegedly you'd probably be more of a homosexual if you were just exclusively doing that to men. But
to young male interns.
No,
yeah,
it doesn't count. It
doesn't count.
I can't hear you, Ariana. I think your mic's on.
I said it doesn't count.
Oh,
I was joking.
okay.
I was joking out. But I was kind of saying it low because it's kind of not a good joke.
Yeah. Although, for those Republicans who are watching now, I know we have a lot of them. If you are having homosexual thoughts and you want to do homosexuality, it ungays it if you say no homo. So if you want to like kiss your bro, just say no homo after you kiss him on the mouth, and then it's ungay. That's the way it. Yeah. So you
couple
you
of
don't
hand
have
jobs
to
between
even
the fellas, as long as you say no homo, it immediately negates it, or just imply Roman rules. Just be like, as the Romans did, right? That's technically they the highest form of masculinity back during those times was homosexuality.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Which is why technically I'm heterosexual. After I got married to a man, I'm like no homo, and then I was straight again. That's as easy as that. That's the rules they're operating on, I think.
Right. That's how it works.
Yeah. Okay. Do you all want to watch some of these CPAC videos of Elon Musk? Because
I just wanted to quickly say, not as someone who's ever tried a single drug in my life, so I would have no personal experience with this, but people have told me as to what drugs are like, and just gonna let you know, if someone is known for wearing sunglasses, and that's just a part of their persona, fair dues. There's a lot of musicians and people who do that who wear sunglasses all the time. If you're wearing sunglasses out of character and you're doing it in a public fucking venue like this, that's because you are tripping balls. Like this is the equivalent of doing a bunch of shrooms and having to talk to your parents and then having like a camera on you at the same time. Just so some context.
Lance, you're not implying that if he takes off those glasses, his pupils are going to be so dilated.
Yes, I'm going to guess like dimes.
I thought people were I thought people were saying he's on ketamine. I know people were saying when he was at the Oval Office with his son, it looked like he was on ketamine, but I don't know.
Could be on ketamine.
He's definitely addicted
one
to
of the,
ketamine.
Yeah, the Oval Office one, I would say more like an amphetamine stimulant of some kind. Here, I'm gonna say this is a K-hole. He is just swimming deep in the ether, and
Not the K-hole.
Yeah, it really seems like he is having some difficulty.
Like, I'm choosing this clip to start with deliberately because the clip is like 30 seconds. The entire time, he cannot get a single word out in edgewise.
If you got to protect the First Amendment, it's not much more important than that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of criticism, and people said, well, that proves he's a huge idiot from a, look, he voted for whatever, $44 billion, and now it's worth like 8 cents. And
it's not worth 8 cents.
But there's the, but the, yeah, it was essentially to buy freedom of expression.
If you got
Why is he wearing those glasses? Why is he wearing sunglasses?
Oh, why indeed, Matt? Why indeed?
He does not want you to look at those eyes right now.
Why would someone do that uncharacteristically
Why would he,
on television?
I don't know. Why would he wear those sunglasses? It's very weird.
Matt, I would argue that answer will become very clear the deeper we go into this.
Oh, there's
this
more.
Whole...
Let's keep going.
Oh, there's a lot more. Hang on, I have other shit lined up. Okay, so here's. I'm just gonna play the clip. I'm not gonna introduce it. Just
also, wait, hold on. Is that?
Yes, that is.
That's
Milei. Oh yes, that's cryptocurrency scam enthusiast.
Javier how
Milei.
is he there after what just happened? Why does no one care about this stuff? Like, it's one thing to be like,
Argentinians do.
These, but like, it's one thing to be like, I support these Republicans because they absolutely share my ideology. It's another thing to be like, he fucking scammed people and still think it's great. Like, they don't care. It's so weird. Like, they don't care if they lose everything to these guys. It's so fucking bizarre.
I mean, Donald Trump just scammed a bunch of people with his meme coin too, and then he put out the Ivanka coin too, whatever. Like,
no, it was Melania.
Or Melania. Sorry, excuse me. But
which half the value of Trump coin when it was released.
Right. And wasn't one of the people who was behind the Melania coin part of the Libra coin in Argentina as well?
Excuse me.
There is,
yes, that
there
seems to
is
be
a
the
connection.
case. Yes.
Yeah, these people, they're so shameless. They don't care at all about their followers. But I mean, if you have a bunch of followers that are basically a cult, I'm not sure how much it's a cult of personality with Milei, but I mean, you can scam these people easily.
Right. Like, what the fuck, man? Why, to the people who watch us, why are they so smart? Like, come on. Can't any of you
That's
people
the audience
be
we
fucking
cultivated.
stupider? Come on, guys. I need to bilk you of money. Come on. You're too smart for it, though.
Great time to announce Binder coin coming out very shortly. Just get on the ground floor on the Ethereum blockchain. Maybe Solana.
Smart. My audience is too smart. Our audience is too smart. Well, Ariana's audience is young enough. Maybe I could fuck them over. Let's see. Joking.
They're Gen Z. They're probably the smartest.
First of all, my YouTube audience is not Gen Z. So
there was actually a study, and the most tech savvy are like the generation least likely to fall for scams are millennials, because
really
it was this whole thing. Like, Gen Z were like caught in the whole, like, they don't know, like, I was in some sort of study I saw, but like, just like boomers know nothing about technology, Gen Z is so caught up in technology they have trouble spotting scams too.
Interesting.
Do you want a medal for that, Matt?
Millennials are the best. I mean, once again,
least likely to get scammed.
Least likely to get scammed. That's right. Yep. I mean, technically, like we've already been through, you can also take credit, Ariana, as a super late millennial, but you prefer to identify as Gen Z. So that's just what it is.
They're called Gen Zennials.
I'm a millennial.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
You came at the perfect time because we are going over Elon Musk's CPAC performance interview. I don't know what they even call it. But he's wearing glasses, conspicuously, sunglasses, so nobody can look at his pupils. And
you know what? Let's just play it again.
He brought a
it
chainsaw.
Was so short and bizarre.
Okay.
Let's just play it again. Let's listen
Go
to
to the
Musk
first one.
stutter all over himself again.
This is honestly us, though, Matt. After like
It is
9:30.
not. That is not us. This is unwatchable. This is he can't. You said he can't get a word in edgewise with himself, though. He's
this is
struggling with himself.
Yeah. He's having a debate with himself, and look at his hands too. He always does this. Like there's something. I don't know. Maybe
Mr.
he's
Burns.
signaling Illuminati. I don't know.
Exit.
If you got to protect the First Amendment, it's not much more important than that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of criticism, and people said, well, that proves he's a huge idiot from a, he bought it for whatever, $44 billion, and now it's worth like 8 cents. And
It's not worth 8 cents.
It was essentially to buy freedom of expression.
If you got to protect the First Amendment.
I love the Chiron where it's like Musk, freedom is priceless. Like, is that what he's saying? Is that what you're getting from that?
Right. I mean, that's more coherent than anything he said. He wishes he said that.
But here he is with Javier Milei and a chainsaw. I'm gonna mute this, or maybe turn it down. I don't know if this is copyrighted music, but wait for it.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
Oh my God.
It's getting crazy.
He's such a loser.
Chainsaw for bureaucracy.
All right, I love it. Mr. President.
I love it. That dude does not know how to respond. Like, watch
I'm
him as Elon
embarrassed.
Musk is doing all of this. Right, I'm feeling secondhand embarrassment too, Rebecca. Like, this is
Javier
like, if you gave a
Milei doubled
4-year-old
the
a
poverty
chainsaw,
rate
it'd
of
act like
Argentina,
this.
by the way. Just so everyone knows.
Right.
Like the guy they have on stage
Right.
not only doubled the poverty rate of Argentina, but has now been involved in promoting the largest crypto rug pull in history. That's the same
Right.
guy that's on stage right now. Like,
Right. According to him, he didn't promote it. He just posted about it. That was where his
and then blamed the radical left.
Why is Elon Musk a thing, right? It's like
right.
It's crazy because he's taken over the space of what's the man that we forgot him, JD Vance. Like we haven't seen JD Vance doing any, like no press, no nothing, no absolutely nothing. I know that Elon Musk has been doing the bid with his child, trying to be the father of the year, that kind of thing, appeal to
which
the
one?
families.
Did you hear that he just had another unannounced child?
I heard
Ashley
about
St.
that.
Clair.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had to try and message him by tweeting online saying that, like, we just want to know how involved you're going to be with the family and stuff like that, and then had to delete all the tweets. So I guess either a deal was struck or something. But
Is this a 25-year-old?
That's the Babylon Bee right.
Oh, she's only 25.
Well, we don't actually know because in every article I read, it was like 21, 22, 25, 30. Like it's kind of all over the map there.
30 is crazy.
Grimes wrote today demanding that Elon Musk message her, like because the child is sick.
I have a little history with her too.
Right.
So another connection to Musk.
Oh no.
Does she?
Does
she have your baby too?
No, please, no, thank you. A number of years ago, I called her out for her anti-trans children's book, and she tried to pretend that it wasn't an anti-trans book, even though she like a month before
very clearly
she did
an anti-trans book.
No, a month before she did a press tour interview with the New York Post, who in the headline said something like Ashley St. Clair on her new anti-trans children's book.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So
it's a ripoff of Matt Walsh's. It's the exact same concept.
She also once when there was an episode of the live stream of Doomed that I had with Michael Hayden, who covers the far right. Him and his colleague Hannah Geis, they went to the New York City Republicans Club Christmas party one year, like to report on it. And I had them on to talk about it. And so a bunch of the New York City Young Republicans Club members like raided, not like a Twitch raid, like an actual, like they
Like
all jumped into the chat. Yeah. And they all jumped into the chat, and some of them even called into the show. But she was one of the people in there. So
No kidding.
you have a connection.
I've gone at it with one of Elon's
baby mamas.
Right, yeah.
Can we just talk about how his baby mamas were like begging for him to respond on Twitter too while he's wielding his chainsaw?
Yeah, you had
I'll pull that up
Grimes'
again.
tweet on screen there.
There were 2 baby mamas, from my understanding, like begging him to respond. And it's like, honey, just because you're white and you had your baby didn't mean you were going to be safe from his wrath. But whatever, that's a discussion for another time.
Yeah, I mean, he's what's weird is like I don't like what's weird. The weirdest thing about the all these women coming out now talking about how detached he is from them and how he's not supporting his children. He posted photos of him with one of his other women who've had his babies. And like, I guess that's his favorite, like sort of rubbing it into these women's faces. The one who worked for, this is actually the weirdest one. Like, at least Grimes, they met.
Wow, that story was so weird.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
just
Like,
randomly
so
impregnated
Grimes,
his subordinate.
Yeah. Like Grimes, at least it seemed like they had some sort of relationship at one point. But this one is a woman who worked at one of his companies, and he approached her to have his children, and she said yes. So bizarre. Like, I'm sorry. That is.
It's like a transactional thing.
But
Like, you're not making a baby out of love. It's just.
I'm so sorry. I just have to get this out. You guys know that his father had a child with his stepsister, right?
I was just gonna say that.
Stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Stepdaughter.
Well,
His stepdaughter
Elon's
that he helped raise, and there's like a interview that's going around TikTok, all the socials, and it's showing him being interviewed by a young interviewer, and he was asking him like, you don't think it's weird that you are now in relations or had relations with your ex's daughter that you essentially helped raise? And he was like, I don't see anything wrong with it. The only people that had something wrong with it, first he scolded the interviewer in a way like, that's a dumb question. What? Why are you asking such a dumb question? Only a dumb person can ask a dumb question. And then, the interviewer was like, try to get a word out, but he said, you know what? Dumb people ask dumb questions, and moved on. And then he said, but my daughters are the only ones that really had a problem with that. Like, they were like wanting to move out, get away from me. And he laughed like it was like ridiculous. Like they wanted to get away from me. And I'm like, this is where he gets it from.
Yeah.
This is where he gets it from.
No, it is. They have this weird, like, human race is going to get eradicated and we need to, like, keep the white race going. Kind of like, it's both him and his dad. And the Neuralink thing is so weird because there are, if I'm not mistaken, there were actually, allegations against Elon Musk saying that if, there were people working underneath him or like working for him and they wouldn't accept his sexual advances, he would essentially like demote them or not let them move up the ranks of the company. Like, that has been a huge allegation.
There's the woman in the private jet who basically was giving him a massage, and then he wanted to be pleasured, and then when she refused, he offered her a horse. He tried to trade a horse for sexual favors.
I remember that one.
Fucking economics.
Did she even like horses, or was it just like the biggest prize he thought he could offer?
He was probably just high. I don't even think he was sober when he did it.
The highest
okay, you say no. Horse. Would you like a horse? Like, a horse? I'm in an apartment, Elon. What?
Yeah, something I have to feed and take care of that costs thousands of dollars. I don't have a stable.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So as you go through this interview, there's a bunch of clips here. This guy asks at some point, like, what is it like to be inside your mind? Because he's very clearly high as shit.
Why does he have glasses on?
Because he's high as shit.
I already said this, yeah.
Maybe it's ketamine.
It's something.
His pupils are like quarters.
No,
Sorry,
I
go
think
ahead,
something's
Ariana.
going on there.
I said it's something. I don't know what. It could be a cocktail.
Yeah. I feel like
It's
it's
all
got to
kinds of
be
things.
a cocktail. I think that makes the
He's
most
on
sense
all of it.
because
Yeah.
yeah, he takes enough ketamine allegedly that he's just always like he's always high. This is something that's like he probably took too much of whatever it was and is like, "Oh shit, I'm really fucked up. Let me put on the glasses, let me try to play it cool." But he's not playing it cool. He thinks he's passing. He's not passing right here at all. So
No.
here's another short clip of just to show you what I mean.
That was something.
I am become meme.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
pretty much.
Cringe lord.
I'm living the meme. It's like there's living the dream and there's living the meme, and it's pretty much what's happening, you know.
You're like,
Well,
that was something.
I am become meme.
He's
I am
definitely
become meme.
that one confirmed it for me. He's definitely on something.
No,
Yeah.
drugs. All the
Right.
way.
I feel like my nephew, who is Gen Alpha, if he saw that, he'd be like, "This is fucking lame. This is too immature for me." Like it's just, I don't even know how to
Sir,
describe
we're
what I'm
millennials
seeing.
and we think that's lame. I mean, like I see people who are stuck in a time, and he's like, for me, this gives our own millennial pal, Mark Zuckerberg, wears the gold chain, tries to grow out that
Right.
fro, and wears the black tee.
Oh my God.
It's just stop it. This one is stuck in a
It's
time
not
where he
giving
thinks
masculine.
it's really
Hello,
it's really
fellow
ridiculous.
kids.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And the
So
hat
this one is-
situation? Oh, this is another one.
So this one, I didn't know how to react. I just tweeted like, "What the fuck is this?" Just watch
Oh, I haven't
this
seen the third
It's
one.
so- Oh, there's a lot. There. Oh, trust me, I've got a lot.
You know, and have
my.
like a sense of humor, you know. So, I mean, the sort of the left wanted to make comedy illegal, you know. Like you can't make fun of anything. So there's like comedy sucks. It's like nothing's funny. You can't make fun of anything. It's like legalize comedy. Yeah.
God.
Legalize comedy.
And we've shifted the entire.
He sounds like
culture
a
and just-
frat boy.
You know, and have
He's definitely on something.
Oh, yeah.
But didn't he
Legalize
legalize
comedy,
the
bro.
word? He took Twitter hostage when people were making jokes about him, and he took over Twitter. He's a dictator over there, but people were making jokes about his behind, and so he basically took away other people's free speech and all this other stuff and made it how he wanted it. And I can't.
No,
Can't
because
believe our year.
Grimes has literally been trying to get his attention. And when you search up, last time I tried to search up Grimes's username because I was trying to find her tweet, he like shadow banned her account. You can't find any of her tweets if you look it up. He might have changed it though. I don't know. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about.
You see, so talking about free speech and jokes and all that, but you literally policing everybody that has something to say about you. That's crazy.
That's so fucked
How do you? So when I mean, just stop for a moment. Like, I get that we're desensitized to this, but like, how when you see the mother of your children emphatically tweet at you because of a medical emergency because of your child, how do you then fucking shadow ban her? How does that like what? How does that happen?
He seems easy. He did
children,
it.
like crap. Remember when Threads first happened? His daughter, trans daughter, I believe, went over to
roasted
Threads.
Vivian,
And yes,
dragged him for filth. It was so beautiful.
Yeah. The same people he's against. So even his children don't like him, and it sucks. And even the little baby he keep toting around like a purse. Like a dog, excuse me. Like just keep toting that baby around, putting that baby in situations. The baby is out here talking like a 50-year-old man, allegedly cursing, talking back to Donald Trump in the Oval Office. And then how he's carrying himself, he being Elon Musk, is carrying himself just like this within the Oval Office. And he's answering questions worse than Donald Trump does. Like he can't even put together a sentence. He's stuttering so much. He might have a speech impediment, but besides that, like there's so much, like he doesn't know anything. He talks in circles, but all the tech, I was about to say technicals, but all the tech guys, all the bros, all the people who are like on the right and stuff are like, oh, he's so brilliant, bro. Like, look what he did. And I'm like, he ain't doing it. He shows you how you can come from nothing and become something. And I'm like,
Yeah, the rags to riches story of this
it
guy
here.
who only had his father own an emerald mine in South Africa, you know, and then he turned that into like it just, I hate how there's always these like they pretend like it's a meritocracy when all these people they were born with a silver spoon in their mouths. Donald Trump's daddy was rich. Elon Musk's daddy
The whole
was
PayPal
rich.
mafia,
I mean,
every one of them, Peter Thiel,
Yeah.
you name it. Every single person who came from South Africa, basically like the apartheid squad over to the United States to
Why are
destroy
there
the
so
tech
many?
industry.
Why are
I
there
know.
so many powerful white South Africans? What the hell?
I want to say
ruling
that
the
there's
United
something about
States
this
now.
country that attracts them. I want to say that,
Yeah.
you know, it's we're a target for a reason. They seek us out because there's a lot of like-minded people here. So this one is of him talking about free speech. By the way, as he shadow bans his ex, who's the mother of his children, here's him talking about free speech.
Wow, he's so high I can't even hear him.
I know.
Wait, what happened to the, what happened to the
He's just
volume?
whispering now.
Oh, are you not able to hear it? Okay.
No.
No,
Give me-
none of us can.
Okay,
Unless
let
that's
me
the
reshare
actual
it.
clip, and he's just like, I've become
He's just
mean."
mouthing now.
Yeah.
Let me reshare it.
No one corrects
Okay.
him.
Okay, you should be able to hear it now.
Yeah, they did work. They did.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they did work. They did go crazy.
Yeah, they went crazy.
No, I mean that whole cancel culture and you know, it's trying to stop freedom of speech and infringe upon, just in general, infringe upon people's personal freedoms.
Personal freedoms.
They just want state control of what you say. They want to, you know, take away your
Oh my God,
your
he's
guns.
so gacked.
And the reason they want to take away your guns, so like there's nothing you do to oppose them. So it's sort of like, you know, I just like we just need to restore the fundamental elements of what made America great, which is freedom and opportunity. Yeah, they did work.
Shut the fuck up, Elon Musk. We're not the ones who are carrying our children around like meat shields in case we get assassinated.
It literally like I lost 2 brain cells trying to follow what he was saying. I don't even understand.
Didn't
like,
catch a thing.
I don't get that at all.
It's just stream of consciousness. I don't think there's an attachment between like what's in his head and the shit that's coming out of his mouth. He's just like freestyling at this point and is in a different world mentally. This one, he talks about how you can go to jail for posting a meme in Europe or some shit. Like it's so...
Have you guys
And,
seen that
like-
one? Oh, sorry, Matt. Mike.
No, go ahead.
Have you guys seen that meme from The Office where Michael Scott is like, sometimes I just start a sentence and I just hope it finds its way.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the same
Yeah.
vibe this is giving. Like, I don't understand a word he's saying, but anyways, go on. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, that's perfect actually. That's exactly
And
what's
I
happening
just
here.
keep talking until someone tells me to stop.
That's exactly what it's giving.
We're all watching Europe and knowing that they're about 50, 100 years ahead of us, right? Because they got an early start. And we're watching how they're devolving. And you're trying to save it from happening here.
No, I mean, in Europe, they put people in prison for memes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, that's insane.
And they're collapsing. I mean, this society it's a collapsing society. It feels that way.
It feels like
France was nicer 50 years ago than it is today.
Yeah.
No question that.
Yeah.
There it is.
So,
Everybody's so dumb.
yeah, I mean, really. Thanks. Love you too.
Who yelled that?
I mean,
Well, I mean, it's CPAC.
I really just wanted to do useful things, like
Somebody
you know,
said,
basically build
Elon, I love
products,
you.
you know, provide products and services that are good.
Guys.
And
That person, honestly, like for saying that, I hope they die. That's so like. Why
No,
would you say that to him?
Mike,
Like
we
shame
don't.
on you. What a loser.
Damn!
Mike
Like, I'm
be
sorry.
saying stuff, y'all. We don't. We
They
no. He
just
didn't
have no
mean that.
value. Somebody like that has no value in the world. It's just like
I
I
agree
hope
with
that the Lord brings his angel to heaven. Whoever said that
Oh
angel,
my
love
gosh!
them.
Absolutely.
Wish them well.
Hang it up, Mike.
Or that
Angel
Satan
to
takes them
heaven.
now. Like
Mike is gonna send all
As
of us
Mike's
to
anger
Hague.
management team,
Like, you're literally gonna
he's
send all of us
joking.
to Hague. When Donald Trump gets rid of freedom of speech, he's gonna be like, leftist mafia, you guys are the first to go.
Absolutely.
Because
I
of
know. I'm implicating you all.
What was
I
that
won't
Key
give you up when I
sketch,
get
Mike,
in the gulag.
where they were like Obama's anger translator? We need one for you, where we have to like downplay.
We gotta
the
be ready
severity of
too.
your comments. We're like, what Mike actually?
They gotta
meant
mute
by that?
his
It's just
mic.
that he hopes they have a long and healthy life.
Honestly, I really would like them to come after maybe us. Maybe you guys don't want it, but I really want them to come after me. Honestly, nothing would be better for business than and for them to like
listen,
for like the free speech police knock on my door and take me away in cuffs. I'd be like to my kids, quick, get this on video, quick, because they're taking me away.
You gotta curse Mike at that point. Figueredo.
True. Listen, going forward, whenever I want to say a comment like that, I will simply say, I hope that person stubs their toe. And
yes,
you'll know what
you mean. Yes, good. We got to work on that because people they think you're an ageist. You're an ageist.
Lowering your power levels.
You don't like we don't need you because you're not a hateful person, right? You just get upset when people who are like this, and people are literally hanging from testicles of people like this. You get upset about that, and I get
it's
it.
Gross.
Right
yeah,
it is gross.
It's just like, why are you taking up the air that somebody else could be using? I hope you stub your toe.
I agree with that.
The resources.
It's the celebrity. It's the celebrity
that life.
He has that Donald Trump thing where everybody has to really, really like the celebrity effect. He wants to be loved so bad. Somebody who's so rich but wants to act like they were clapping for me. It was sold out for me. Everybody came for me. Like I am that guy. They can care less about policy, structure, whatever. That's like literally low on the totem pole. Like this is really about how much people like me, and that's why I feel like he took over Twitter, because people were saying how much they didn't like him. They were judging him. They were making everybody was speaking their mind, and he took over and the dictatorship type stuff, and then he will let everything that speaks positively about him be pushed out there. And meanwhile, who owns Twitter, X, I keep calling it Twitter because that's what its mama's name, and I'll
always call it Twitter.
But X, he named it something simple, all this other stuff. But even on his own page, for him to spew out so much hate daily, misinformation daily, and all the people,
conspiracy theories, racist conspiracy theories, just crazy,
and the people in the comment
Nazi shit,
are
it's
just
Nazi shit.
There's so many people in the comment section that are like, what we just heard here, they're in the comment section. I love you, Elon. Elon, you're so great. Oh my God, Elon. And you poor, you hungry. You're using resources that he's trying to take away to utilize X. It's really ridiculous.
It's like that. Did you see the photo from the Drake concert where everyone's holding up signs, being like, "Hey, my mother needs an operation. Hey, my mother needs blah, blah, blah. My uncle needs money. Blah, blah, blah." Like I was like, that was so dystopian.
But is that a thing they do at Drake shows? Why?
Not only at Drake,
because
I've seen it somewhere else, like outside of other events or something. But I've been seeing those type of signs.
It's so dystopian. It's
I've
so
never
sad.
seen that before.
Damn,
that's
crazy.
I only go to
I'll send it to you right now so you can put it on screen.
None of those bands can afford to give anyone anything.
Well, Drake at one of his Australian concert tour shows apparently gifted someone in the audience $20,000, and since then, at every stop he's doing, the crowd is loaded with signs.
Yeah,
saying,
that's what I mean.
God,
why would they?
Okay, but I've been seeing those signs in other places.
I put it in the chat, Mike, if you want.
I see why they're doing it now.
Show
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
It's one of the most dystopian images you could possibly imagine.
Oh my God.
An entire audience of people holding up signs like, "Please help my uncle, please help my mom, please help my daughter." She needs surgery. He needs all those signs.
I've seen this photo. What I meant was like,
Poppy,
why
help pay off my mom's mortgage. So
you're saying, Lance, that because he paid the $20,000 for somebody, everybody's coming there.
It was like one of the first shows he just was trying to be altruistic and make some headlines that aren't like I'm a clown man. So he basically was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to help someone in the audience." Then gave out a bunch of money, and since then people have been going to the shows, being like, "Please pay my medical bills, help me. I need to."
The sign says "Need money for a bachelorette party in Ibiza."
All right, in the priorities, you got to go for the people who's saying like
that one
The
goes
juxtaposition here between help my BF buy me an engagement ring and then our dog vet bill. I mean,
yeah,
you know, it's
more
quite
important.
the juxtaposition there.
Fly us to Greece.
Damn. I mean, he has enough money. He could fulfill all of those requests. If we're
Drizzy,
being
help
honest.
him buy my mom a Birkin. He trying.
At least they're honest, though, right?
When did he give away that $20,000? That first $20,000?
I think it was one of the first or second shows. I only looked it up the other day because I was wondering what the hell was going on in this picture. Yeah, recently on this Australian tour that he's doing.
Please help buy my man a car. I'm done with it.
He probably did that. He probably did that thinking like, oh, I'll do this one-off like big money giveaway, and everyone will forget about the Kendrick Lamar
It will
song.
become a theme for my shows going forward.
Right now he's in a brand new hell where everyone's asking him for money.
His
now.
own design.
I'm thinking these were Elon Musk signs that you were talking about because I've been seeing those. People have been taking like Elon Musk tweets and rechanging them and people's lyrics to like they not like us and changing it around and holding it up where Elon is at or speaking or things like that. I seen him do that at some concerts and some places, a lot of places. So I thought that this is what it was about. Not that these people are dying. Okay.
Their family members.
I'm gonna bring a sign.
Want money.
I'm gonna bring a sign to a Drake show that says Jimmy needs a new wheelchair.
God, if I were Drake at this point, I would stub my toe so hard if I were Drake. This is just damn.
Wait, but what is that one? Drake, give my father a break. What is Drake doing?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what is that about?
What's Drake doing to this guy's dad?
No, it's the girl.
Leave him alone. Drizzy, please.
That sucks for him to have that at his concert. Like people really just came there to get bills paid. He's not the only celebrity that has done this though. This is crazy.
Wait, that's a great point, Rebecca. Like with this person, why don't you use the money for the concert on your dog bill?
Okay,
that's what I was thinking.
A little irresponsible.
I was like, don't go see Drake. Save some money.
Yeah,
it's not worth.
I mean, I don't know how much the concert ticket is. I haven't gone to a concert since I was a youngin.
I don't think
because I'm
Drake's
an old man.
concerts are that expensive after Kendrick's thing now. Like
I'd imagine they wouldn't be, right?
This is
they're gonna have to be like $5.
Let me look.
I'd assume they'd be like $50. I don't know.
Really?
You couldn't pay me to go.
Drake,
you could pay me.
That number's too high for Drake.
Wow, you guys are playing him. I like Kendrick won everything. I'm there with y'all, but Drake is still
he's the god.
Drake is still a rapper, and he's still like
he's still like the third most streamed person on Spotify.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm curious.
I am looking it up now.
Me too. I'm looking it up
popular. But it's definitely funny.
Yes, he is. Like I still listen to his music. Like,
well, I wouldn't admit to that, but there's definitely
no, I do. Because I mean, it is. Yeah, I still listen to his music.
I mean, honestly, he got so.
Oh my God! Tickets are very expensive. They're incredible.
No, you can get tickets in Australia for $82 each.
On the bleeders, but if you get into the second row, it's $500 a ticket Australian. That's really expensive.
Well, $500 Australian is like $10.
Wait,
they range from 132 to $500 per seat. If you don't get the VIP,
that's
package,
insane.
those are more expensive.
Yeah, that's expensive.
I'll convert that for y'all Americans, Australian to American.
It's probably like 300 or 400. I'm assuming something like that.
That's a lot of money.
100 Australian is 64 US. So 500 Australian is $320 to see Drake in the fucking third tier.
You know what? Compared to like someone like Bad Bunny or Beyonce, that's a lot cheaper. Because I have a lot of friends that love to go to concerts, and like that's not on the higher end of an artist.
But that's Australia. So if he was here and when he was here, if he still would have did a concert here, they would have been expensive. Trust me. Even if we thought nobody was going, but he's in Australia, and like I guess like they were saying, I think that even Beyonce tickets would be cheaper than they are here in Australia. But
I saw Beyonce, it was more money than that.
But
it was. I got it. I got it as a present to my partner. So it was.
Beyonce was expensive as hell.
Yeah.
I didn't even look that way. I didn't even look that way. That's rent for one ticket. That's crazy. People gonna be hungry.
Did you all see Drake with the drone that went into his like apartment in Australia?
Yes. Oh my God.
It was an ad. Apparently, it was an ad.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was promoting Stake.com. It was all gimmick. Like that's how sad.
He's really bad with that stuff. He's
Why would
really
he
bad
do
with that stuff.
something like that though for an ad? Like
money.
Right.
But people really thought it was serious. And I'm like, how are you not saying that this is scripted? Like it's not. It gave literally. Why would he let and be like engaging with the drone? Like I would have just went inside, closed my door, all the things.
Close the blinds.
Not come out and look sad after you. We know they not like us performing, pull you up from the Super Bowl, and now you throwing a sapat in the air at a drone. No, absolutely not. So I was like, but it makes sense that he does a lot and to show that he's unbothered. Like he'll take whatever, and it's just not giving that.
He's probably going to record his next album at Poly Market Studios.
I do have more.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we have that too, Ariana. I do have more Elon Musk videos, by the way. There's a couple more. And this one here is him responding to his haters. And he's totally unbothered. So, this is a good segue because we talked about Drake's response to his haters. Here's Elon Musk's response to his haters while high.
Come on, transition.
On the same side of that coin, what's it like from going neutral to being vilified? Largely vilified by the media. Like you're...
What? No. Really?
I mean, you turn on some of these channels, brother.
Ugh,
I mean, they're not...
so repulsive.
They're angry at you. Does it bother you at all? Does it get to you?
I mean, when they're chanting for my death, I suppose that's a little,
not good.
And then like the song's not even that good, and it's like you call that a death chant? That's nothing. Please.
Wait, what is he talking about? There was a chant for his
Who
death.
made a song? Who made a song?
Where was that?
I would like to hear the song.
There.
There's a death song. Were there protesters outside of CPAC? I mean,
they were
I think
chanting
It's called a "Stub Your Toe" song, Mike. To be precise.
Absolutely, because he's like, I would love to hear the stub your toe. No,
I need to listen. I do need to shut the fuck up. I was at a town hall over the weekend, and somebody asked a question, and was like, "We're all terribly sad by the tragedy that happened to the United Healthcare CEO," and I like audibly said, "Maybe you are." Didn't even no filter. Didn't even think. Not even a second. Did my brain think, don't say that out loud? I said it loudly.
Oh, whatever. Bill Burr has been doing way worse. Did you hear the kind of routines?
Way
he's been
worse.
saying?
I wouldn't classify as that. Bill Burr is an absolute.
No. As in he's saying more inflammatory language.
Right
just
it's
being
so
like, oh,
good to
finally we all have a breath of fresh air. All these people just walking around with their fleshy bodies and that can explode, and all these billionaires need to be put down like dogs. Like I was like, Bill Burr. Wow. Okay.
It's good to have one of these very popular comedians in that world, that specific comedy world, because there's many different subgenres of comedy, but that specific one that is calling this shit out. I think Bill Burr is like
he's in a class.
Very important right now, honestly.
I agree. No, he's the most important comedian right now, more so than Jon Stewart even, because Jon Stewart is not saying that we should put down these CEOs like rabid dogs, and I feel like if you can't say that, then I don't know if I could trust you at this point. Like I need to hear you at least hint that you want them dead. You need to hint it. Speak in coded words, talk about stubbing toes. Like if you say that, then I know that you're real. Then I know that you're down for the revolution. Okay. So this one, he's saying that he doesn't think the left is even real because our beliefs are so crazy or something, I guess, maybe, that it can't be real.
Well, at this point, I'm not sure how much of the left is even real.
Yeah. How much was propped up by our money,
Yeah.
But,
like literally.
As we have the right-wing George Soros. What?
He's talking about his whole angle that U.S. aid was secretly a left-wing funding mechanism by the U.S. government,
funding condoms for Hamas and Drake shows in Brazil and all these other made-up bullshit.
if there's anything that the United States of America is known for, it's exporting leftism around the world.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Destabilizing right-wing regimes and implementing leftists and socialists.
Right, yeah.
That's what the U.S. is known
That's
for.
the U.S.
What a fucking he's such a fucking idiot. God.
It's really
You
crazy.
see like these sort of fake rallies where there's like hardly any people, and the media will like frame it and like, you know, get all 6 people.
Yeah, because the media is very pro-left.
Like nobody else is there. Like just it doesn't have popular support. But then you learn that like there's hundreds of billions of dollars going to these so-called NGOs.
Yeah.
And it's your tax dollars that are funding things that are fundamentally anti-American.
And they're propping up their narrative.
Yes.
A lot of that government money has been propping up a left that I don't think is as strong as they made it seem.
In fact, a massive.
What the fuck are they even talking about?
I'm so
These USA
lost. I don't even.
You have to remember that they're talking about like everyone left of center and actually leftists. Like if you were talking about leftists, like aside from their conspiracy theories about the left being funded by the US government and NGOs, whatever, like the actual left in this country is fairly small, honestly. But they're talking about everyone left of center. And
also it's altruistic
like,
programs that are helping people in other countries, like the stuff that USAID is now threatening to no longer make active is like helping AIDS programs for countries in Africa, helping food, refugee tents and centers, malaria medication for a lot of countries too. Like it's not just soft power destabilizing governments. Like that is part of it, obviously, that is one role. But he's basically like we should cut all of USAID except for Israel. That's still going to be going there. I mean, but like otherwise, it's basically programs that actually helping keep people alive.
The U.S. does lots of bad, but it also does lots of good through organizations that it gets money to help out people around the world. Now, yes, they obviously have their own interests in some of this, and
they're doing it for soft power, for sure.
But you know what?
Lots of countries do that.
If we could help a country,
I don't think they do it out of the kindness of their heart. I feel like
no
we
one.
need to make that very
I know
clear.
they don't do it out of the kindness of their heart.
But if the U.S. can do something that simultaneously is in there for their mutual benefit, but also good for others instead of bad for others,
reduce people dying from malaria,
then I support it 100%. Yeah, and if that's leftist of me, then I guess I'm a leftist.
I plead guilty. Okay, so this one is him saying that he's fighting the Matrix, which is possibly true in his head right now because of how high he is.
Well, we're fighting the
There's
Matrix.
a lot of people that really don't want that to happen.
Yeah, we're fighting the Matrix big time here. But it's got to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep fighting the Matrix, buddy. Keep taking lots more
movie
drugs
written by
until
2
your heart
trans
explodes.
women, by the way, that every right-wing chud misinterprets. The red pill ideology. Y'all couldn't be more off base about that one.
Yeah, right? The way that they've appropriated that. It's so insufferable. This is the last one. This is him basically saying, in his very polite way, what the fuck is going on with your head?
What is it like inside your mind? Like, is it just 1,000 miles an hour?
I love how you interpreted that.
Yeah.
Is it just not? I mean, does it ever stop? Do you sleep? How much do you sleep?
Oh, whoa. Let's look at those dilated pupils here. Hang on,
I don't think we got much.
It's
so bizarre. Yo, what's going on? And this is supposed to be leadership?
This is our president.
This is the man
folks.
burning down the planet.
I just want to know what happened to JD Vance. Like
I don't know, girl. We don't.
Yeah.
Where is JD Vance? He's never with He's never with Trump at the Oval Office. We don't see him along. We don't see them walking together. Anything. Nothing.
Did you see in that interview that he had that Trump did with Musk most recently, which he's been doing all these TV show interviews with Trump by his side and not JD Vance by his side
at all.
Very weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
But in the latest one, he said, he was looking for the smartest person he could find, and Elon Musk was it. Which is like, wow.
He meant richest. He meant to say richest. He misspoke. I was looking for the
he
richest
said
person
smartest. He said smartest.
No, I know, but like obviously what he wanted was his money. That's what has been so useful to him, and his social media network and his ability to influence other democratic fucking countries. That's
Don't forget. I feel like He bought his way in.
It was only
for
a few
sure.
years ago that Trump posted that photo of Musk with him at the Oval Office back during the first term, and Trump was knocking Musk for coming into the Oval Office, and what would he say, like groveling to him like a dog or something like that? You remember that?
I could tell him to get on his knees and beg, and he would, or something like that.
Right, he said that about Musk just a few years ago.
It's really crazy. You can really buy your way into the office, and that's exactly what Elon Musk did. He was
America for sale.
Trump has been largely like absent. Like, yeah, he's there. He's not like completely, but like compared to Musk, Trump
He's
has been largely
everywhere.
absent. Musk is like leading the country over even Trump.
And his position is what again? Because that was always unclear to me too. Like you were put on the team to run the DOGE, whatever, Doge, doggy, Doge, whatever, douche. But he doesn't even show up for that. He's everywhere but coming to meet with the people, talk about that whole platform. He's not there. Like,
well, he's not
there.
Musk got his little minions running Doge. Like everyone keeps talking about, like,
Big balls.
He found these young people, these inexperienced young people. And I don't think it's anything to do with how old they are. Who cares about, or how experienced they are? Like, obviously that matters. But the right will say, no, he was looking for the most intelligent people, which is also bullshit. What Musk was looking for were people who idolize him, because they will do anything. They will fall on the sword for him. There's already been like interviews with federal workers who've interacted with the Doge team, and they like denied one of the Doge guys from doing something, and one of the Doge guys said to him, "Do you need me to call Elon? Do you need me to like tattle on Elon? Tattle on you to Elon?" Like he wanted someone, doesn't matter how old they were. Yes, the younger you are, the more you'll probably idolize someone like Musk, but he was looking for someone, no matter how smart, how intelligent, how old, didn't matter. They needed to idolize him, and he found he
and
found
also
his
be
cucks.
racist as fuck. Don't forget about the Groyper angle and the
Well,
whole
that goes along
Hitler
with it.
youth.
If you idolize Musk, there's a good chance you'll be a racist. Like, there are very few people left who idolize Musk because they really want to go to Mars. Like, that's a dying breed. That's a dying breed.
I would love for them to go to Mars. I would love that for them. But these are the people who are going to have access to our information forever, because even though it's read-only, they can easily bypass that, and they can install a backdoor to access it in perpetuity when they're gone. When Musk is out of the picture, they can always... Like, I don't think people understand how fucked we are, and these people have access to our information forever. All of it. It's crazy. And Musk's Doge literally took $80 million out of New York City's budget. This was appropriated from by Congress for I think it was FEMA, and they just like took it out of the fucking bank account. Like, we're not even talking about line item vetoing treasury payments. Like, they took it out of the bank account. That's what we're dealing with here. It's insane. By the way, so there's more to that clip. I kind of want you all to see it because he does tweak out a little bit. I watched ahead because he doesn't know how to answer. It is a weird question, but at the same time, when you have this guy on stage with you and he's like clearly tweaking, what do you even ask him? So just watch the answer that he gives.
Just not. I mean, does it ever stop? Do you sleep? How much do you sleep? What's paint us a picture of inside of the mind of a genius. Like, how do you do all this? Can you answer that question? It's not an easy question.
What was that?
Yeah. I mean, my mind is a storm.
Yeah.
So it's a storm. But
what is it like inside your mind?
It's
like,
so, listen, it's so bizarre to actually take that. You know what you actually say to something like that?
He thinks he's so cute.
I'm just a normal person like all of you. Like, that's the only normal way to answer. Like, what a weird fucking question.
But he's not normal.
Right, he's not normal.
He's a freak.
He's a narcissist. He's a narcissist.
Yeah.
There may have been a QAnon drop too. Not totally sure if he's trying to do a little wink and a nod there, but
oh yeah, with the little with the mouth everything he makes.
No,
my
just the
skin
storm.
crawl.
Like that's a key part of the QAnon conspiracy theory is that Donald Trump, when he said, like, you know, the storm is coming, that was his signal to the world that he was taking Q drops, and that's why the referring to the storm is something big in the QAnon community.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good point.
Yep. Right.
Dang, you really connected the dots there. When I think of like the storm, it reminds me of that 2010 ad from the National Organization for Marriage, where it was a bunch of like.
I think you're the only one. What the fuck?
It was like, the storm is coming. Homosexual marriages threaten us all. And it was like a bunch of like people all serious with like sad music playing. And it was the funniest shit ever. So melodramatic. So that's what I think of whenever I think of the storm. Oh, it's a classic. It's one of my favorite ads. So there's other stuff that happened this week. There's a Joe Rogan clip. I don't know if this one is new. I feel like he's attacking Justin Trudeau again for bringing communism.
Oh, the
to
Canadian
Canada.
one. It's so ridiculous.
He's obsessed with
do you all
Canada
wanna-
now, and it's just interesting how, you know, Canada is next up to have elections, right? Well, actually, Germany is. Germany's having elections this weekend.
Germany is on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on
Yeah,
Sunday.
we'll see what happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Sunday,
Oh.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a scary election.
Yeah, the AFD are going to become the official opposition if the polling is correct, which is the Nazi Party. The Nazi Party will have official opposition status, which is
No one's helped promote. No one's helped to promote them more than Elon.
Yeah, literally the whole entire like Republican playbook right now is based off of the German AFD party and their playbook.
Yeah.
They like work together. So
The
yeah.
Nazis won the first time with 2%. So 2% is all it takes to eventually grow your power and go full Hitler. That's how they did it. The times that we're living in are so scary, and like the return of fascism is happening at the worst time when we have to save the planet. It's just so
so much going on at one time, and we can't even choose our struggle because it's just all being thrown at us. And it's so interesting because the leadership, first of all, the planes. Like they want us to not like the little guy. That's what but no, but yeah, it's I know exactly what you're talking about too. But no, it's like I feel like all of this tragedy is going on, and now it hasn't even been 30 days, 31. It hadn't been the month yet, and Donald Trump. I don't even really see him coming out to be like, you know, thoughts and prayers. He don't give a damn no more. It's like focus on the immigrants and let's make sure all of our social medias are. Did y'all see the ASMR? I'm saying right the kids of the deportation, and it was
Nazi
like the jangling of chains and being dragged on the floor, and then like just the glorification, but also trivializing actual deportation experience, what it actually does to the families that they're separating, what like all of this, they're just like, yeah, who cares? Like deportation, it like and made it because you know what ASMR is for? It's for like soothing, to be comfortable with it. So it's to feed that to us, to make us really say that this is a thing to be comfortable. Like this is so soothing to watch.
It's
people's lives
dehumanizing.
falling apart. And you know, it sucks to see that because people are in the comment section were like, hell yeah, if they come here legally, if they come here legally, they need to come to a country legally in the front door. They can't come to anybody's land and take over. I'm like, Americans white people did not come here through the front door. They done killed off a whole bunch of people, and a lot of these immigrants come and contribute to the communities. They build the communities. They grow the communities.
They also come legally.
Yes,
and
the
majority of illegal immigrants are legal immigrants who overstayed their visas.
Despite what they're trying to put out there as the main issue in Trump's administration, as if they're illegal, right? All of them are illegal, how they call them illegals. And that's not even the case. A simple Google search will show you the research states that many of these people, especially the Black immigrants, are not illegal. They come here legally. And but Everyone wants to go with me and Ben, and I'm going to put this in a video that I'm going to put up. Me and Ben played on Like It or Not this past, well, we did a show on Monday, and we played a video from 2018 when I did a viral video on when Donald Trump called Haiti a shithole country, right? Nigeria and Haiti shithole countries. And I did a video, it went viral. Then we used to do call-ins too, Matt, and people would leave voicemails, right? After hours and things like that. Ben did a special on his podcast where he played some of those voicemails just because of that, because Donald Trump, this is not new for him. He's been doing this since his first term. Now he's just all out with it. But he was saying, the people were saying in the because I was going so hard. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna go hard for Haiti. I'm Haitian. And any immigrant. I was going hard for the Mexicans. He was like the person that called in, one of them, like, and they had this accent. They're like, oh, you know, she needs to go back to where she comes from. They come over here, take our resources. They take our Medicaid. They take all this stuff. They don't contribute to any of this stuff. It was all of that. And
Our
then
Medicaid.
all of it. And then they were calling me all kinds of names, you know, mud, this.
Wow.
And when they found out I spoke another language, then they told Ben he needs to figure out where he needs to go. But Ben was like, my family most likely has generations way beyond yours here. And but it's all the voicemails, y'all, they are terrible. Now we have this comment section, because my comment section was full of them back in the day, and then the voicemails on top of that. But now the comment section and the voicemails are what's leading right now. Wow. The country, like they are the whole White House page, the official page, is the one doing the content now that is disrespecting immigrants and putting out false rhetoric. They're the ones that are doing it. It's not coming from other people. They are creating the content. I can't believe
they think it's a joke. They think that people's lives are a fucking joke. They think it's funny and cute to post a video sending these people to countries that we don't even, like, first and foremost, we don't even know where they're going. A lot of people who haven't even committed crimes are going to Guantanamo Bay. There's no transparency around this. So that person, for all we know, could be flown to somewhere to be in danger, a country that is not even familiar to them. And they're supposed to, like, I guess they're expecting us to, like, cheer and think that that's adorable that they're putting out these videos and, oh, yay, you own them. It's fucking sick. Like, these people are disgusting. And anyone who supports this, like, this is a modern day Nazi movement. And everybody who supported this, they've got to live with that shame for the rest of their lives. They're not going to realize it right now, maybe never will, because they're too stupid. But, like, the rest of society will see this as they were the Nazis of our time. That's what this is.
I mean, the rest of society does see it like that. I mean, like the rest of the world sees it like that. Like the whole world.
1/3 of Canada sees the U.S. as an enemy nation in a recent poll. 1/3. The other third said no, and then 1/3 was undecided. That's 1/3 of Canada thinking that the United States is an enemy nation worthy of, like, you know, preparing
and
for war.
That's 2/3 of Canada.
I mean, they kind of are an enemy nation
that isn't
now,
sure
right?
they can trust the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy because so there's people who basically when they do deportations, they have to send the people, quote, back to the country they came from, whatever, right? But if America doesn't have a relationship with that country, for example, Iran or China or Iraq, they can't send them back to Iran or China. They can't do that because there's no diplomatic relationship. So they have found hundreds of people in a random hotel in Panama from Iran, China, Iraq, from these countries that we don't have really good diplomatic relations with. And they're basically putting them in this hotel, and the people are drawing on the glass of the hotel, like, help us, free us, whatever. And there was even a man from China that said, I would literally rather jump off the plane than go back to China because I know what's going to happen if I go back there. And Trump's doing this because he wants to take back the Panama Canal. So he's putting more pressure on Panama economically, and he's dumping a problem that he's creating for himself onto the Panamanian government. And that just came out today. So we have Guantanamo Bay, we have Panama. Like, where else is he going to be using to kind of, like, put undocumented immigrants at? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just getting really out of hand.
That's horrifying. And then there's also Marco Rubio said that they were considering sending U.S. citizens even to prisons in El Salvador. which is
mass internment camps.
Quite the thing to do. It's just really, really, it's dark. It's dark as shit. And
apparently
that's
Steve
to alarm
Bannon
everybody.
just did a Nazi salute at CPAC, by the way. I sent you the link, Mike.
Did
but
he?
it's not really headlines. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have a video of it?
He did it again?
Apparently Steve Bannon just did a Nazi salute at CPAC.
Steve Bannon?
Right now?
Yeah.
You have the video?
Jimmy Dore just had him on his show, by the way.
I sent a link to Mike's chat, but it
I was
doesn't
gonna
have
say,
a photo.
I was gonna say though that another thing that would be very good for my career if I got sent to a prison in El Salvador as an American citizen.
Hey, be careful what you wish for.
I would
Because
love that
they
baby for all it's worth.
That's crazy, man.
They don't play in El Salvador. Like,
did you see the photos of how they had them the prisoners lined up? Like,
yeah, it's horrifying.
It's
like a lot of human rights organizations have been calling out the abysmal conditions at El Salvador prisons for a while now. It's like, it's horrifying.
And there's no U.S. oversight over that. I mean, American citizens can't protest it. Like it's just they're sending these people to a black hole. And by the way, so DHS just got rid of a rule that bars surveillance on people based on sexual orientation. So now it is perfectly legal to spy on somebody just because they're gay. So like, I wonder what that's going to lead to. There's all these little things that they're putting in place to basically, I don't know. Like, I think the goal ultimately is to eradicate queer people from public life, but they also can use that to silence critics and go after people who are critical of the administration. Okay, let me pull up this video of, it's what one big sign to look for is when like all the people online, the commentators go dark and we don't make videos anymore. That's when you realize we've been silenced. I'm not saying they're gonna like abduct us and kill us. Maybe.
No, but they're going to mute
when they take down our channels, when they exert pressure on Google to get rid of all of these channels, like that's when you really that's when shit's hitting the fan. Okay, here's the video.
The only way that they win is we retreat, and we're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We're not going to quit. Fight, fight, fight.
Oh.
Amen. The only way.
That one to me is not as obvious as
Elon is where he slapped his own skin. If you can hear him slapping his skin, no, he's clearly doing a wink and a nod.
What is that about?
He's gonna say he's waving, but
of course
the slapping of the chest and then doing it is undeniable. I think he was also doing it.
That's how the Nazis do it, like chest to arm. Yeah. And also it's the right hand, not the left hand. So.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. It was the coward's way, right? Like he was doing it just to have plausible deniability.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely. No.
I'm not saying he wasn't doing it. I'm just saying.
way, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was pretty sharp to me. It just didn't include the chest slap. Other than that, it was pretty sharp, angled, right where it needed to be. It gave very much.
They're trying to normalize it. They're definitely trying to normalize.
It's weird to me that he. It's weird to me that he would do that, though, knowing how connected it is to Musk right now, because Steve Bannon has been very vocally not a fan of Musk, and like that's just I think of Elon Musk the second I saw him do it.
He paid for people to be on his nuts. I'm telling you, he paid for this. Everybody who spoke against him, he made sure he cozied up to Donald Trump, told Donald Trump, get all of them boys in line and literally come at my feet, because I'm going to be the representative. I'm going to be the face of this thing, and all these people who spoke against me better come to my party. Like that's what I feel like it was. And
Ilk Dream in the chat says Bannon trying to win over to the right by out-Naziing Elon. No, but what I'm saying is,
he didn't give out.
If you're gonna out-Nazi Elon, you gotta out-Nazi Elon, and Elon did Elon did the more Nazi.
He didn't out-Nazi, but he definitely Nazi. We can agree with that. He definitely Nazi. There's nothing like I don't see people just randomly in an angle perfectly like that, just waving their hand.
But you know what's great about Bannon is like, behold the master race, everybody.
I know, sloppy Steve.
There's the Ubermensch before you, Steve Bannon.
How many layers did he have on in that clip? How many layers was he wearing indoors right there? Was it like 5 layers, 6 layers of clothing?
Probably.
That's his thing. He wears many layers of clothing.
God, I hate these people so much. I hope they all.
They're
stub
not
their toes.
embarrassed after Donald Trump already like dragged them for filth for years, and they've all of this stuff that they've been a part of, how they sat in the courtrooms and all this stuff, slander, and then spoke against Donald Trump slightly, and then came back and was like, in my culture, we'll say, you know, like like you're not embarrassed, like. You should literally not want to show your face in amongst these type of people. Like, it's ridiculous. I guess there's no, and you still look like that. They look like they've gone through it. People got money, all this stuff, but their souls are dark and it's seeping through. Like, Elon Musk is a billionaire and looks the way he does because he's not a good person. Steve Bannon, life been hitting him every which way. For a long time.
Isn't it crazy how you can look at somebody and just know that they're a Nazi based on like, not their skull size or anything, but like just like they have a look. Like Elon Musk has a look.
The sun damage.
Sun damage, yeah. Very like pale. Just
wrinkly.
There's an aura about them. Yeah, there's
They're
aura
dying.
about them.
Nazi phrenology, right?
Yeah. It's like you can tell that they gave 20 years of their life to the devil to get power, and the life is getting sucked out of them.
They look like they're
They're
deteriorating.
dying.
They're
Yeah, that's
50 years
exactly
old, looking
it.
like they 90. It's just not,
Right.
you know.
And even the 30-year-olds or the 20-year-olds, they look older than us.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
you take a measuring tape.
I mean, did you guys see that picture of Amber Rose that just came out?
No.
Yeah.
No.
there's a picture of Amber Rose
Do you have a
that came
link
out
to
that was,
it?
like, doing rounds on liberal Twitter, and I was like, oh, this is not looking good.
Did you see she's engaged to Forgiato Blow? Did you see that?
Oh, what? No.
The
Wait,
MAGA rapper with all the
No.
Amber Rose.
They're
Amber
engaged?
Rose. They're engaged. Yeah, let me double check. I'm pretty sure they're engaged, unless that was a fake headline. Let me check. Oh, okay. It's fake news. It's fake news.
Look, we don't know
God
what fake
damn
news
it.
is. We don't.
Let me see.
They had a song together.
No, Amber Rose isn't engaged, but her love life continues to make headlines. Amber Rose sparked. Oh, so she was faking it. So let me show you why I thought that.
Okay.
So she was trying to get attention. God damn it, she duped me. Fuck you, Amber Rose.
She got you.
She shared this picture of him kissing her with a ring. So that's why people thought.
So that's why. Okay. I mean, I see why. She gave the fake news herself. Okay.
Forgiato Rose, right? So she's trying to make it seem like they're engaged.
Mike,
we're not
Mike,
engaged. Let out.
She's trying
Mike,
to say
do me a favor, scroll back up, and scroll all the way back up, all the way back up, and please read that headline again.
No, Amber Rose isn't engaged, but her love life continues to make headlines.
The first time you read it, it felt like you were doing your best Mario Lopez impression.
You gave
I
us
don't even know who that is.
You gave us what?
The guy who
Mario
hosts
Lopez.
all those gossip, like those night gossip entertainment.
No, we know him from Saved by the Bell.
Let me
You
see.
were like, no, Amber Rose isn't
I don't know
engaged,
who that is.
but her love life continues to make headlines.
This is you're good entertainment journalism. But shout out to Baller Alert since you pulled it up from Baller Alert. Shout out to Baller.
Oh, okay. I know who Mario Lopez is. Yeah.
You
Don't
do.
like
Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I never. I was too young for Saved by the Bell, but I never watched that.
I watched Saved by the Bell.
I was watching the cool shows like Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Too. What you trying to say?
I mean, Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell was kind of for boomers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kidding. I just never watched it.
The reruns. You're a hater. Mike, please.
I'm just kidding.
My
sister used to watch it.
Saved by the Bell was more for Gen X, but the show did run from '89 to 1993. So
I watched Golden Girls. Okay, we watched what was forced to be on television. We didn't have the luxury of changing to something else.
Saved by the Bell wasn't on like Nick at Night like Golden Girls was. Like Saved by the Bell.
I also don't like musicals.
I didn't have cable in my room,
Golden
so whatever
Girls is
came on
the
the TV
musical.
came on the TV.
Mike, you're not gay if you don't know who Mario Lopez is.
Is he
He's
like
a fine
a
man.
gay icon or
He's
something?
a very fine man. And
No, he's not gay.
True
No,
story.
he's not
I
gay,
know who
but
goes-
he's just really hot.
I am out of the
Mike
loop. I'm a
did not-
boomer in this regard with
Yes,
celebrity
you are,
shit.
and I can't believe it.
I have no
Enough.
fucking idea.
He's an actor that turned journalist, and he does the entertainment stuff. And he's really known for that. I think he works for Extra or one of those. And he's good. I love what he does.
Okay.
True
He
story
finds
though.
them.
You know who created Golden Girls, right?
Who?
Sam Harris's mother.
Whoa, weird.
What? See, no, I'm a boomer in this one.
Yep.
Who's Sam Harris?
No.
Sam Harris, the
the
famous atheist
Ariana,
podcaster.
you don't know Saved by the Bell?
That's Sam.
Intellectual dark web.
That's Sam
Thought
Harris, the
leader.
intellectual dark web guy. Yep.
Racist. Tried to
the
research.
reason he's
IQ
able to
and race
host the
realist.
podcast is I'm sure he's living off of a nice little trust fund from the Golden Girls money.
I didn't know he was a nepo
What?
baby. That's interesting to know.
Yep. His
Why
mother
are there so many
created
nepo babies?
I don't know Sam
Golden
Harris.
Girls.
Am I the only one
He
whose
sucks.
parents were extremely fucking broke? Like what? What the fuck?
No, my parents are Haitian
No, my
immigrants.
parents don't get nothing.
Like, God, Ariana, are your parents millionaires? Like, I need to know. Is it, Lance, like,
I
why is
did
everybody?
not grow up. I did not grow up in poverty. No,
My parents
I'm
are
not,
so
I disagree with
But
people
I'm glad
who lie
you can be
about
real
that.
about that because people be lying, Lance. They be
I
lying. You
hate,
ain't
I
grow
hate
up
when
poor.
people lie about that. Like I just struggled my whole life. I didn't know where my next meal was coming
Rand
from.
said
I
not
always
me.
had a roof
I
over
know,
my
I
head.
hate
I knew where my
that.
next
I
meal
do
was
hate
coming
that
from.
too,
It's
yeah.
not-
There's a
Yeah.
huge difference. There's a little bit of in between did you grow up struggling and in poverty or mother created Golden Girls? There's an in between.
Yeah. So no,
Still
I
getting the
did not have that.
residuals,
My parents were not in entertainment and did not create Golden Girls 2 or something like that. No, not at all.
Right. We were not rich, but we were not poor either.
Yeah, but that's what I hate about Republicans who are always just like, I come from a working class family. We never knew where our next meal was coming from. Turns out they're
That's
like
crazy.
fucking tech silicone billionaires, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I hate how that happens all the time.
They LARP as
No,
working class
baby,
people
we
because they
struggled. We
don't
went to the
know.
secondhand store, all the things. I still love
Yeah.
thrifting to this day because of that. The way that my mama could make a meal and I didn't even know it's because we ain't had no money, but we Haitian and we can make a meal out of anything. It's all of that. So my parents had to work. Mama was mopping the floors at Nathan's Hot Dogs. Okay. So like it was all of that until we can get to a place years and years later, almost till I went to college, where we got somewhere where we had a little change and we could say we made it out a little bit. Okay, so you know that
My family was like middle class when I was like 5 to 10, and then when I became a teenager, then my dad got injured and then lost everything. So then we were really poor, and we would go to a clothing bank so much that this old lady would literally pick out like sweatpants for me and shirts for me, and I still legitimately wear some of those on the show this time, like every once in a while, like till this day. Because she had amazing fucking style.
How tall were you as a child that you could still wear these pants?
Well, I would buy really big baggy clothes. So like, I fit in.
he was in his JT Chavez. You know,
I hate to admit that, but it's true. All of my clothes were like 3 sizes too large. I thought that was the shit. It looked horrible.
Clothes? What he said? His baggy clothes and his Timbs. His thug appeal.
His thug appeal, yeah, baggy jeans, his Timbs, his thug appeal, yes. I don't think I had thug appeal as a kid. I kind of looked a little bit like Ellen DeGeneres, but you know, still had the same like baggy clothes thing going on.
Why would you say Ellen DeGeneres?
Mike, honestly, you give up vibes like you were a big like Limp Bizkit guy back in the day. I don't know why.
I mean, I've shared pictures of me when I was like 19. And it looks like I'm the rapper in the boy band. Like I'm the rapper that brings the edge to it.
So Limp Bizkit, you're Fred Durst. You literally look like Fred Durst.
True.
Yeah.
There you go.
It is. Yeah. It's very early 2000s. Like I feel like I didn't grow out of the 2000s until probably like 2015. I don't know. So.
I mean, a lot of people didn't.
So you somehow both looked like the rapper in the boy band and Ellen DeGeneres?
No. The Ellen DeGeneres phase was before that. the rapper and the boy band phase was a much better phase for me, as gay as it was.
JC was a singer of NSYNC when they thought they used to dress like rappers. The boy band started dressing like rappers. The baggies, the Tims, all that, and they would be featured on R&B songs every now and again, and then
Justin Timberlake apologized for that, didn't he? Because like all those clips surfaced of him being like pretending to be black and stuff like that, where they're like, you were really appropriating culture back then, and he was like,
here's the thing, and I know that, but I grew up with all that stuff, so we'll be like, black folks will be like, he got a little black in him, we'll play with it like that, like, you know what I'm saying, he got a little soul in him, and we fed that to them. Now if you do that though, if you actively start to do that right now, it's a problem, because John B, we don't have a problem with John B doing that, and we let John B come in and do what he needed to do. What's her name, Tina Marie, these people, they fit in with those crowds, it was okay, but today it'll be a problem. Back then it was
the times have changed.
So much. I mean, you look at the first season of The Office, like that would never fly now, like ever.
A lot of shows, a lot of music. I still listen to some problematic music, but like back then we were again forced to watch this content, to listen to this music. On the radio, you would have to wait until it was time for a certain genre of music to play and all this kind of stuff. And then we watched MTV, so we were exposed to the rock songs, the pop songs, and then we would have to flip it over to BT or whatever. I did it all, right? We had the box. Y'all remember the box when you had all the music videos on there? If your mom paid for that extra channel, and things of that sort. But back then, I feel like it was easier. I know a lot of music because of that. My dad listened to soft rock, so I know all that. I know a lot of music. But now I feel like everything is just, everybody's trying to be everything all at once. And it's just like, there's no natural.
You can just tell when somebody's a culture vulture and it looks inauthentic.
Yes, you can tell when they're, absolutely.
Yeah. You can't culture vulture anymore.
Yeah.
No.
That ended in the 2000s.
I would watch 106th & Park religiously, but I feel like I wasn't necessarily, like, if you watched me, you wouldn't think it was like culture vulture. Like if you saw my style, you'd think it was like a combination of like gay / like boy bands, like a mishmash. So I feel like I was charting my own path.
Yeah, no, we were all dressing like, the people that we were watching actively on television and stuff like that. Like that's how we can get it, from the magazines, that whole thing. Like everybody, from our age group was doing that. Today, it's just weird. Like I don't know. I feel like y'all today, the kids I don't know. 12-year-olds wearing the same outfits as me is a problem. Okay, it's just it's crazy.
I don't can't keep up with the styles anymore, honestly.
Me neither.
Like
I can't do it.
I'm wearing dad jeans, and then I see like these kids wearing wide legs again. I'm like, is Jinko back? Like, what the fuck?
Right,
is this in style? Because I don't.
Fashion.
Yeah, fashion. It's fashion, and it's like back in the day they used to say fashion repeats itself. It's like with history. But now I feel like no, it's 2 seconds later. Y'all didn't make up nothing, so y'all have nothing. We made all this. So if you're gonna commit, wear the gachos, right, and do the belt and make it with the belt that's big and lean it to the side. Do capris with the knickerbockers with the slits on the side with the double collar, right, from Abercrombie, and do that. If you're gonna commit to all of it. Stop choosing the cute little. No, we went through the. How about the blazer phase that we went through when we were going to the clubs and in the 2000s and stuff.
I never had a blazer. I was into that though. I wanted to get a blazer.
The button downs and the blazers, because they had dress code at the club back in the day. You had to come in and have like the button downs, the blazers, the dress shoes or whatever. Oh my gosh! Like I was looking at a picture of me with a blazer on, with nothing underneath. Who did I think I was? Like I looked like I was going to church and then to sin. It was crazy.
Oh my God,
Is it crazy that I've never been to a club ever? Not even a single time.
What?
Yeah,
not even a gay club?
No.
I've been to more gay clubs than you.
Not a gay one.
He said
I haven't been to a single club. None.
So why is that? Is it because you were raised?
I've been to bars, but not like clubs ever.
You gotta go.
I just don't like being around people.
Man, you gotta do it for the culture.
If you don't like being around people, you will not have fun.
Yeah, being around that much people makes me feel claustrophobic. Yeah,
I got
yeah.
you.
So
I got
that's
you.
it's always been like that, and I don't like to go to concerts, and never did unless I can get like nosebleed seats away from everybody. So it's like that's kind of always been like. But yeah, I've never been to a single club, not even
So
once.
it's not weird because you don't like the chaos of the people.
that's just you.
within the place. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Mike's never
it's just
been on
not my thing.
planes. He's never been in a club.
No,
You've never been on a
this
plane?
year I was like, maybe I should try to
Mike,
conquer
you haven't been
my
on a
fear of
plane?
flying.
Look
Not a
again,
single time.
a plane. You haven't been on a plane.
Well, I mean,
I ain't gonna do it
now's
anytime
a
soon.
great time not to fly. Yeah, you chose well in terms of a phobia.
Mike, I
You're
didn't know that.
American.
Look, you're revealing so much about yourself. So you
Well, I've
never been on a
I've
plane.
never really had the chance to. I've never really traveled. There was a time where there was a conference when I was in grad school where I could have presented a paper. I didn't finish the paper though, so I didn't go, and then I ended up dropping out of my PhD program. I just never had the chance. Just never presented itself.
So even as a big of a creator that you are right now, because I would say that for you, nobody's invited you out to like events. To speak,
I don't
to
think
do-
so.
It's all
I don't
digital.
know.
Oh, you don't
I
read your
don't-
email.
Yeah. Maybe there's invites. I see them from time to time.
You hate
I'd like to think
people.
I'm
You hate
invited, but if I
people.
were, I would not go.
No,
I just don't
you
want to
hate
go to like
people.
big things.
I got it.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
airplane has to be a little bit more than just people, though, right? Like,
The
Fear
airplane is
of
more.
flying.
My thing is claustrophobia. And I shouldn't like reveal that because if the Trump administration inevitably gags me and they put like a bag over my head, they're gonna know how to like torture me. But like, I'm just kidding. It's just like it's not like people in a plane. It's just more like I don't like the idea of not being able to exit, and I get like claustrophobia. With time though, it goes away. Like if I was on the plane, no, I mean like if I were on the plane for an hour, after an hour, I think I would be fine. It's just a matter of like really bad anxiety when I'm in a car for too long, or if I'm in a plane. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I hope that you like overcome that. I used to be really afraid of flying until I had to because I was moving around so much after college. Had to go home, see my parents, and the bus wasn't going to do. And and then I just was going other countries, that kind of thing. So I had to get over that fear. Now, always taking off always scares me. So I'm always the one y'all will be hearing. Jesus. One time I held on to the person that was sitting next to me. Like we had really bad turbulence, and I grabbed the lady's hand and I was just like, Jesus. And look, I'm grabbing her hand until the turbulence stopped, and she let me. And then when I realized I was holding her hand, like a little old white lady, nice. When I realized I was holding her hand, and I just looked at her, she was like, "It's okay. It's okay." I'm like, "Get off me, lady. I don't even know you." I'm just kidding. No, I was like,
the fuck are you doing? Don't touch me.
Thank you for understanding, because I know I look crazy right now. No, it was, yeah. So I understand. But I hope you get over your fear of flying so you can.
I honestly think that I would like it because I like roller coasters. I don't know if I could ride them now because of the claustrophobia thing, like not being able to leave. But I think I'd probably like it. It's just a matter of like doing it. I've never had like the chance to really like. I've never gone. I haven't taken any vacations really, so it's just. I would say like I do intend to eventually.
There's lots of drugs you can take too.
Yeah, not to be pro pharma.
Yeah.
I was about to say that too,
Yeah.
but you can always.
Oh, I'm very pro pharma.
Yeah, you can always reach out to your primary care doctor and just say, "Hey, like I've never been on a flight. I'm really nervous. I need a couple, like I just need a couple."
Yeah, for sure.
Uppers, downers, lefters, righters,
1000%.
streamers, saucers.
Yeah.
Well, I have propanolol. I would need something much stronger than propanolol because propanolol really helps me like day to day. Yeah. And I know that they would give that to me, which I would have to get to fly. But I mean, I think that I would genuinely like it. I do have the desire to travel. I just never have traveled. But yeah, I would like to see potential countries to move to. Maybe I'll go back to Portugal. I don't know when the fuck my family came here, but maybe I'll go back to where I came from. You know what I mean?
That would be beautiful.
Portugal is gorgeous, Mike. You should go see it at least.
Yeah,
it's so
I would love
pretty.
to.
Yeah, so we hope that for you. Put that on your bucket list, and I hope
sure.
that maybe you can go with your partner and have a good little time. And does your partner like to fly?
That'd be fun. Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't have any like anxiety like I do, but he does not like to be around people. Yeah.
Okay.
Not because he's like anxiety like me, just because he fucking hates people. So
well, you guys are great for each other in that sense. So
yeah. Although I'm not like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm completely like agoraphobic, because it's just a matter of like I've been doing podcasting now for 10 years this year. So when you just like work from home, you eventually become like, you kind of get like a little bit agoraphobic, and like even like I've never had social anxiety, but like talking to people like in real life, like talking to you is fine, but like talking to people in real life is so much more like difficult than it was when I was in my 20s. For whatever reason, like I just have like a little bit more, not necessarily anxiety, just like it tires me out. And I've never been introverted. It just is a lot for me, and I have to recover.
Social batteries are a thing.
That's it. That's it.
No.
Well, that was an abrupt end to that conversation.
Yeah. Well, Rebecca was like, "Let me tell you." Okay, you're back. You're like, "Let me tell you something," and then you just froze like that. Mysterious.
No, always, let me tell you something. But no, I feel you on that. Before COVID, I was always hosting things, doing things, like a lot of events, or speaking at events all the time, working in rooms and doing the shows in office, that type of stuff in the studio. Man, like I would be out and then I would go out. So that was like I would have a day and then go out. And I would always feel drained. But I was like, but I love to dance. I love to be out, especially with my Haitians and all that. But then when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. I'm not doing what we call like the parking lot stuff where we just I won't do it. Did it in college with all that stuff. But during COVID, I was like, yes, I don't have to do that stuff anymore. But then I got too comfortable. I think I talked about this with you guys before. I got too comfortable being by myself.
A lot of my shit is from COVID.
I didn't want to. And then I tried to go out for the first time. And I remember people being outside. Not only was I afraid of getting COVID, like at the Haitian club, I was afraid of getting COVID. And I hosted the event. It was a huge event. I was afraid. Now I'm dancing. Everybody knows me for that's dancing. I'll be on the stage dancing with the artists, dancing with the people, all the things. People were trying to dance with me. And I'm like, oh my God. When am I going to get out of here? I just want to get out of here. And then like, I just had to start. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't like people. I didn't want to be around people. And I had I had a psychiatrist. That's when I got a psychiatrist because I'm like, I'm going crazy. And they told me I had how do you pronounce it? Because I was pronouncing it a whole nother way. Agoraphobia. You were saying agoraphobia.
Oh, agoraphobia. I don't know if that's correct. You might be saying it correct, honestly.
Because I saw the word and I made it up. I made up my own pronunciation.
You might be correct. I might be wrong because I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it too. So just FYI.
Me neither. I saw it on paper. She didn't even say it to me. She wrote it on my head papers. And that's when I had to really be like, okay, yeah, I got a problem. I didn't like to be around people when I was on the planes. That was when planes was like nobodiesville. So I would like jump on those planes and just be the airport, no one was in it. Like everywhere I went, the stores, I would go at times that nobody would be there. I would be at the gym, same thing. And I love to be outside. I'm an outside girl. Like I'll go hiking. Nobody's there. Nobody's talking to me. Nobody's touching me. Like I had to really coming from being the girl that everybody knows, talks to, loves on, I love on them, all that. Now I'm going to a place where I had to start over because I found too much solace in being by myself and not talking to people. People were annoying me. Like, and I ain't that type of person, but it was kind of cool just to really not have to be bothered by people. I would say that. But now I have a balance. So I don't go out much to the clubs. I could never, because when I go back to the clubs, I get crazy. So I still go to like lounges and stuff where I know it's going to be a good time, what we call the early vibes. But when I see it about to get crazy packed, Rebecca is already at the car. She's going home. But yeah.
I don't know. I feel like COVID changed a lot for a lot of us because I don't even... Like, it's hard for me to go out with friends. Not that it's hard, but, like, after a couple hours, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I want to go home.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm such a homebody now. It's so bad. And I used to be like Rebecca. Like, I used to internship, work, 20 units in school. Then you go out with your friends after all of that. And then now I'm just like, I'm looking back at those days and I'm like, I don't even know how I was doing it. Like,
me too. I'm like, girl, no. And then during COVID, I was like, girl, at home. I didn't drink like that before. I would get drunk on nights out, you know, the fun. I was at home, like, taking them back. That's when we was having parties online. I think everyone was. I was like joining in my college party.
Drunk Zoom parties.
I'm embarrassed to talk
so
about
happy
that.
Those are over.
I was twerking on Zoom.
There was a lot of shit going on Zoom. I'll tell you that.
Like, what? Jesus.
I would just have
Did you ever have
during
Zoom
COVID with
parties
my
where you were
dogs.
looking over and in one of the squares, one of your friends was just like blacked out? You like try to resurrect him, like, hey,
what a time. What a time. What a time.
That's amazing.
It was just 5 years
COVID
ago.
really messed with
Y'all,
us.
that was 2020. Can you believe
5
it?
years
Like
ago. What the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess
We all have permanent brain damage from not just COVID and like what it did to us, but the way that society responded with the anti-mask, anti-vax bullshit. That like everything in my mind is like it's pre-COVID, post-COVID, or after COVID, I should say.
Oh, at least we solved COVID. And
So we still-
pandemic-
yeah,
we
still
beat
rolling on.
COVID. It's over. Yeah. But before
What
COVID,
is
after
happening
COVID,
right now?
that's
The
where-
quademic? Is that what they're calling it? They're like it's the perfect storm of four
I've
different
lost
things:
track.
the new severe flu strain, the COVID, the bird flu is coming.
The flu is fucking us up hard.
I got it. I had it. I was
Got it?
down, baby. I was down. I was
definitely
down.
go get your flu shots because my boyfriend's been seeing a lot of people coming in with the flu and like it's bad. Like it's
Oh,
really
damn.
bad. People
Yeah.
go down for like 2 weeks and they can't get back up.
No, yeah, I was down for 2 weeks. At first, I kept saying, "Girl, it's just the sniffles. You know, just a little headache, a little pressure, just a little cough, just a little sore. Everything just a little." And I had to really sit down and be like, "You're sick." After week 1, I said, "Rebecca, you can deny it all you want to, but you are sick." And then I had another week where it was miserable. And so, yeah, people are getting sick. And they aren't talking about it much, but we know about it. We're all sharing it, but the administrations and all, they're taking away all this stuff. And while we need like people with pre-existing conditions having the flu, like we say we have to save ourselves and we don't even know how. We don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Adam Housley, I think is his name, Tamara's Mallory's husband's tweet about Snap and how
I did, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, so Adam Housley is
Tell me,
Tamara
I don't
Mallory. Look, Ariana, do you know them? Tamara and Tia and Tamara.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Okay, all right, sister. So Tamara's husband, Adam Housley, who is a former reporter, he tweeted out something when I guess they were announcing that the administration, Trump administration, that they were going to do away with or reform SNAP, food stamps, stuff like that, reform the SNAP program so that they wouldn't be able to buy junk food. People wouldn't be able to buy junk food. So Adam Housley be here behind, because let me get the tweet. He tweeted out, and I quote, as a kid, and he retweeted, so he reposted the original story and then tweeted this. As a kid who grew up in a neighborhood grocery store since I was 5, he's like 53 now. I can't tell you how many times I saw people come in and buy crap food for their kids with food stamps and then open the wallet and use cash for liquor, beer, wine, and cigarettes. Then there were those who would report it or who would repeatedly buy lemon or lime, get the change, walk out the door, throw them away, and do it again until they had enough change to buy cigarettes or alcohol. As a 5-year-old kid, it pissed me off because there are some people who could really use the help. And then there are these others working the system. So backstory on Adam. Adam is like 6th generation wine, like vineyard family. Okay. So his family is rich. He's from one of the richest areas in Napa Valley. That's where he lived. So that grocery store where they was coming to use their SNAP cards and stuff, it was benefiting the family, you know. So but it wasn't SNAP cards then, it was the cash, the paper money. So they were coming in with that and they would get change back, which is rare because that's not how the system works. It don't even work like that today. They would get like little, not even $1 worth of change, just like 25 cents here and there. But this is again back in the ancient days when he was 5. And to be a 5-year-old person so pissed about people coming in that were poor to get groceries and then have the nerve for these adult people to get snacks for their children and then get alcohol for themselves. But they couldn't buy alcohol with the money, with the food stamps. They were buying it with their money or with whatever.
Also, who cares?
So,
who cares? Like,
it's crazy. And it pisses me off because it's more about systemic. So the reasons why is these grocery stores are here. These people are in areas where they don't have grocery stores. So this may be the only store and they don't sell actual groceries. So they have to get what they can to feed their family and their children here. They may have to travel further to go to grocery stores. Again, this is back in the Stone Ages when he was 5. When he was 5. So you're telling me he was just mad about people not using the system and abusing the system. Meanwhile, his family,
so full of it.
They literally sell wine. They have a winery. They have a vineyard. And now he owns that same vineyard. And you're mad about poor people coming in to get snacks and stuff for their children, for the whatever grocery store that's available, if they don't have transportation to get to where they got to go, all this stuff. And you're upset that they're using what it's supposed to be used for. But at this grocery store that they probably the only one that they can get to give their children food. And as adults probably had a hard day, tired of being stressed out.
Yeah.
They get liquor for themselves. They get a little sick.
Oh,
for
yeah.
themselves.
It's like people at brunch. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Lance.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's like people at brunch drinking mimosas, looking over at homeless people being like, I can't believe they're drinking. I was like, if I was homeless, I would want to get fucked up too. Like, it doesn't look very fun. I would want to be shit-faced. I would rather be shit-faced than dealing with like the everyday trials that come with being homeless. I'm sorry. Like, I've never understood, like, I can't believe they're spending money on alcohol.
And you're 5.
You're
5 and your family owns a vineyard. They sell alcohol. And they benefited from in Napa Valley. They benefited from these people coming to purchase alcohol, wine. He put that wine, alcohol, cigarettes, liquor, beer. He was so descriptive and then got mad when people pointed out, well, that's not exactly, it's rare. And to me, it adds to this false rhetoric about people who are on welfare, usually pointing to brown and black poor people. And that's where I call it a problem, because you're married to a woman who identifies as black, but who's going to stand right beside her man, because they're Christian. And so, he can say whatever he wants to say. And to add to that, Adam Housley is also somebody who is known for the comments that he made as when he covered Trayvon Martin's murder. Before the details had come out, he was breaking the news and said, there's somebody who's wearing a hoodie, bag of Skittles. He seems like, he's sketchy in the wrong place. Like, he's sketchy. And, that's what he was putting out there about Trayvon Martin before all the details were even gathered.
Well, so, he was a Fox News. He was a Fox News journalist. So I don't think it was even before the details came out.
That explains a lot.
He's right. But the thing was, his wife is somebody at that time, I would say, who was on the other side of it, like Justice for Trayvon Martin, that type of stuff. His now wife, who is Tamara Mowry. And I'm like, girl, not with your 75% white kid, 25% black. You gotta, and you are somebody who calls yourself a black woman, and your man he's a prejudiced person. He literally has a problem with people who like your mama.
I was always more of a Tia person to begin with, so
Tia's problematic too, but we can hold it there. But yeah.
Wait, is this actually the Tamara?
The Tamara? Yes.
Tia and Tamara. What?
Yes.
You didn't get that from the beginning?
He had walked away.
Tamara. Oh, Tamara.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, Tamara, baby, please.
Divorce him now.
Let him go, girl. No, but she stood 10 toes down. She put up she limited who can comment on her latest post, and it was like she put a picture of him and the kids, and she was like, I love my family. And then in the comments, everybody's like, God bless you and your family. God is so good to you and your family.
Sister is so ruined for me now.
And it got crazy. It got crazy for me. I'm like, yes, God bless you and your family, but your husband ain't no good to people. He don't think that other people should be blessed. He don't think that poor people should enjoy their life and feed their children what they can feed, what they can afford to feed their children at the only grocery store they probably can make it to. Like, he doesn't think that. He doesn't think that, sis. But okay, limit your comments.
Should we do a change.org petition that Tamara must divorce her husband to save sister's legacy? I think we could get at least 10K.
Someone posted a clip of like she I don't know if she still does. She hosts some like panel show, like The View type show.
No, Tia did that. Not Tamara. Oh no, Tamara. You're right. It was Tamara. She did. It was called
and how
The Real.
It was the clip that I saw going around was she was talking about how she realized she was being racist one day because she assumed she was making her husband a sandwich and assumed because he was white he would like lots of mayonnaise on it. And I was like, are you kidding me? You really thought that was racist? I'm being serious.
She tried so hard.
She said this on the TV show. I was like, that's not an example of racism. I'm sorry.
I have to say it. I hope Tamara stubs her toe. I'm sorry. I'm all for Tia, but I hope Tamara stubs her toe. That's too far for me. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Oh God, nothing is sacred anymore. Even childhood icons.
No, because they're all part. They're all part. Gwen Stefani, right? Somebody who was a cultural, culture vulture like nobody's business. But I loved her when I was little, right? Right? I loved her. B-A-N-A-N-A-R. Like, right? I loved her.
That was when you were little, that song? My young Gwen Stefani was no doubt playing ska
No,
music
that's
and
when I was
singing.
really little. That's when I was like, what, 5, 8? Now that was back in the day for me.
Right.
No,
Okay.
but So she now has gone all the way. And the last album that I downloaded from her, the last album that I got from her was the what is it called? The one that she just did in 2015, I guess. And I like that one. I know she went to her little white roots, and just went there with it. I liked it. But now this lady who stole somebody's husband while she was working on the show, now she's gone full on racist MAGA and tried to do country and it don't fit her. But
Gwen Stefani did?
Mm-hmm. Go on her
Gwen
page
Stefani's
right now
a
on
real
Instagram.
weirdo. I don't get how
she's
someone could
MAGA.
come up. I don't get how
She's
someone could
100%
come up
Gwen
in the.
Stefani.
I don't get how someone could come up in.
I mean, I'm not that
alternative, like,
disappointed by
scene like
this
she
one.
did. Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm not surprised, and I was never really a fan of her. But wow, the only song that I ever liked was the song that she did with Eve in like 2001.
She was singing in a ska band. She was in a ska band though. Like, how do you go from a ska band?
No,
to
she was
being, like,
an
absolute...
Obama fundraiser. She's not, unless that happened really
Was
recently. The first article that pops up is that she was a key
No, she
fundraiser for Obama.
She turned MAGA, like literally. Y'all, she's literally like, she says racist things. She says things that are against, I think it was like, I want to say it was like abortions or something like that. But she got conservative because I believe it's because her now husband. But she's very MAGA. I think Christian values, all that stuff. But she's still in the band, no doubt, and they travel and they perform together.
Wow.
Yeah, no, she's
Should
probably.
we try to find her
Well, that
address and
sucks.
harass her, or
No, we let them burn on their own.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, Mike. Mike, look, he's looking for her. Yeah, let me find her. No, we let them burn on their own. But there's a lot of people who are flipping on the post.
I hope people realize I'm joking. Obviously,
He's joking, guys. But on the post that they put on about immigrants, I saw a lot of people and a lot of celebrities like that post on the White House page. I was like, oh, really? Okay, that's what y'all doing? They liking the post.
Wait, what?
I mean,
What? Who did what?
How can
what
you
happened?
see?
if you go on and this is what I do. Like, if I go to the White House page and I'll see like they post something that of course is anti-immigrant, racist, something, and you'll see like your friends, family, people who are your mutuals or celebrities that you follow like it. Like, you'll see that they've liked it or commented
And who liked it?
or something. I'm not gonna name them because at first I did do a whole expose and I deleted it because I'm like, I ain't even gonna. I don't want to do that to them. I don't want to. Not because
Are
I
there
don't want to expose them or
celebrities?
anything.
Name names. Come on, everybody, chant. I have to know. I need to wish them stub toes.
Mike, please. Okay? But no, but you'll be surprised. Just go over there, like, and you'll see mutuals that you've probably worked with or whatever, probably like a post. Seriously. And I've seen it and I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. But don't worry, like I believe that they reap what they sow. All the stuff that they're like, you know, secret MAGA, or they like stuff that's problematic or whatever, it's gonna come to them. They're gonna be the ones that looking for healthcare for their parents, or they're gonna be the ones looking for healthcare for themselves, or they're gonna be the hungry ones. They're gonna be the ones that might lose their positions at their federal watch. But
they
anyhow.
might get Luigi Mangione by somebody randomly one day.
I don't know
you don't know what
that.
could happen. The asteroid could hit them. We don't know what could
Technically,
happen.
he said he hasn't done anything. He's not guilty. So just
Yeah, we don't know who did what.
Goes.
We don't know nothing.
Yeah, we have
the trial hasn't even happened.
Nobody's seen nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the guy in the footage. So if I had to guess, I'd say he's probably innocent based on that.
I mean, I've seen lots of photos of people claiming they were with the Luigi Mangione that same time that day, all over the country.
He was playing video games with me about the time that took place.
Fucking Joker mode. All right.
No, but it unironically does not look like the same person from the security footage. I will say that. So that's my conspiracy.
Over.
He's
Look,
innocent.
Mike, the show is over.
Yes,
We
super
not
chat.
Show is over.
Playing me out. Okay, I could take a hit.
Yeah, we're playing you out before things get too spicy.
Well,
this is how we have fun. Joke about
night,
people.
By the end of the night, Mike's gonna be saying he did it. He's the shooter.
Yeah, Mike's gonna take responsibility.
No,
man.
Yeah.
Luigi's innocent because Mike.
It was actually me.
Fall on the sword.
He pulls up the backpack and the jacket, sitting
Oh
right
my
by
God, you guys.
And then they'll put me in a jail cell. I'll get claustrophobia. I'm like, oh my God, no, it was him. It was him. I swear to God.
Rebecca, do you want to start it?
Do I want to what?
Do you want to start it? Super chats?
Oh yeah, start. I thought you said stay because I was gonna say absolutely not. Absolutely
Guys,
not.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna head out. I need to take my pain meds.
All right, Ariana, you feel
Okay, I
better,
hope you
babe.
feel better.
Guys, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
chat. I just started members, and so many people join memberships, and I would love to shout you out, every single one of you. But I really,
Oh, hell yeah.
a girl is in pain right now, so I gotta go.
Yeah, get some rest. Get
Thank
some
you for your
rest.
service.
I'll see you guys.
Yes. Yeah, take care. You too.
Good job. You did the heart the right way because the kids is doing the other thing.
Well,
No.
you know it's this way now too. This means heart.
What?
Yeah, you go like this.
Oh.
Some people
didn't
do
know
the
that.
Sig Heil as they're giving out their heart to somebody too. So I
Yeah.
appreciate
Oh,
the
no.
old school one.
The Roman salute.
It's always gonna
The
be
Roman
this for me. This is gonna be it for me.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
Take care.
Feel better.
Bye.
All right.
Oh,
Rebecca,
I know
take it
how to get
away.
some. All right, let me. hold
I
on,
will
let's
try
see.
to follow along
Yeah.
on this end so that way they come up.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah.
Love ya. Mean it. Love ya too. Not that one, but
Oh, a
Charlie,
different Charlie
thank
one.
you.
Okay.
no,
Okay,
that's a
let me-
different Charlie one. And then I'll go through them though. Andrew S. I'm copying Charlie. Love ya. Mean it. Love you too. Mean it. Omega Star. Thank you so much. What did the 5 fingers say to the face, Elon? Also, good evening, Rebecca. Good evening, Omega. Our
Slap.
Oh, here we
Arcade
go. Okay,
soda.
I'm sorry. I finally got
There we go.
cut up.
Okay, so love you, mean it.
Sure.
We got the love you, mean it.
Okay.
And then
And
we
we
got
got-
the copying Charlie, love you, mean it. And then next up, we got the Omega Star.
Omega Star. Here we go.
Good job. And then we got Archaic Soda sending the hearts. So hearts right back to you, baby. And then J Cass. Y'all see the Midas touch surpassed Rogan in views? Nope. I haven't seen that. I need to.
Yep.
That's
I did see that.
great news.
Yeah, I need to see
It's
that.
good that Joe Rogan's dethroned. Midas Touch is kind of liberal wank fest, but
They're very-
it is good that it's
Yeah.
it's not Joe Rogan. It's better than Joe Rogan. It's much better than Joe
It's-
Rogan. So
It's possible.
Yeah, I'll take anyone
Uh,
over Joe Rogan except someone worse.
Yeah.
Ravi or Ravi, but I want to say Ravi B. Thank you so much for your super chat. Charlie again. If deporting in change, this is to the ASMR. If deporting in chains helps someone sleep, that someone should stub their toe. Now, now our audience has adopted that.
That's a new thing now.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yep.
Beautiful. You're welcome.
Very
You're
good.
welcome.
Prairie Fire.
They'll never
once
know.
again, they'll know. Everybody's going to be using that. Prairie Fire. Once again, I'm here to subsidize a rotisserie chicken purchase. Thank you so much. Also, cold rotisserie chickens are sold because Snap can't pay for hot served food from the grocery. A great country would make food free. They would. You're right, but this ain't a great country. I want to say Kaya Damon or Kuya Damon. See, I don't know. My Haitian side wants to say Kuya. Mario Lopez is unfortunately MAGA. Yes, I did see that. That's
Seriously?
MAGA. I'm not sure how
Are they
look,
all
there's
just
levels to it, right? Right. I see that he's done some MAGA
They
things
are.
or said some MAGA somethings. But do you have any celeb crushes? For my gay self, I love Michael B. Jordan. Then for actresses, Anne Hathaway, I love Morris Chestnut. Fine since I was 2. Fine. That man is fine. Morris Chestnut is fine. If you go on his page right now and just look at him in suits, just fine. Morris Chestnut. And then right now it's Aaron Pierre. When I don't really, I'm black, I can say this. I don't really do light skins, but Aaron Pierre fine too. He's fine. But yeah, those are my celebrity curses right now. Patrice Hubbard Bell. Just want to show HBCU love. I know where this is going. Just want to show HBCU love and make you say that the Jackson State University is actually is the actual best HBCU in college in the world. Love you, mean it. See, you made me say that, but we already know what the number one HBCU in the nation, in the world, in the globe is, and that's Florida A&M. But shouts out to our school, our family school, Jackson State University, the Jackson State University. Main Tang, LOL Becca, I love that you appropriately started quoting Black with those lyrics. My baggy jeans, Black is the song that JC was featured in, saying my baggy jeans, my thug appeal. Millennial over here loving this. Shout out to the millennials. They trying to get us out of here. They're trying to get us out of here, Mike. They trying to. Are you a millennial, Matt? I'm not sure because you be acting like you're 50. Okay, they're trying to get us out of here, guys. They're trying to get us. No, sometimes you do be acting like you're 50.
He's a boomer at heart.
We gotta hold it down because they're trying to literally like get us out of here. So Lizzie Bennett said, as a white person who grew up in a predominant Black neighborhood, listen to music, enjoy the culture and food. Did I cultural appropriate if I dressed like my peers or acted similarly to my friends? So if this is how you grew up around them, that was your atmosphere all the time, I wouldn't say it's cultural appropriation. It's when you know, like now you braiding your hair with weave. Okay, your hair is down to your behind, and you could braid your hair, but now you braiding it with weave, knowing that it's too much tension on your scalp. You talk in a certain kind of way. There's a girl that does like these wigs and stuff, and she forcibly talks with an accent. When you go to her family and her household, none of them have that accent. None. It's very strange. But I don't think it's like if you grew up around that, it's all of that, and you dressed like them, you ate the food. I wouldn't be like, girl, you can't eat the food because you white. I would never say that to you. If you dress a certain kind of way, I'd be like, why is she dressing like that? Girl, she's from that side. Like that's how they dress. That was popular. That's what she saw. But when you're forcing it and accent wise, knowing that your household don't talk like that, knowing that I have a neighbor, he grew up with us. He's white. His name, well, let me not say his name, but back home, and he would say nigga. And then we got older and his white privilege came out. His dad left him the house and, he wouldn't let his kids go out and play with the Black kids and stuff. And one day he was with my brothers and he said it. And my brother had to really check him and was like, that doesn't fly anymore. We will all whoop your ass like that whole thing. But yeah, you can't do that. But yeah,
when
okay.
I was in sixth grade, a white kid did that too. A white kid that would always speak in AAVE, and he said it to his friend who was Black, and like nobody batted an eye, and I'm just like, the fuck?
Yeah. Oh no,
but
it's
yeah,
crazy.
I'd imagine nowadays he probably would not say that because one of them probably had to explain, don't fucking say that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It wasn't cool back then too.
It wasn't. And his dad was so racist. His dad does construction. My dad does construction. But his dad ended up owning the construction business. And I remember he had my dad and them were working together. And my brother ended up going with them one day with him, his friend, and the dad. The dad said, the little boy, I want to say his name so bad, but the little boy who's not little anymore was telling his dad, he wasn't speaking in AAVE in front of his dad. Say the joke, Dad. Say the joke. And he's like, he looks at my brother, he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. He's like, say the joke. Say the joke. And it was a joke about, I can't remember exactly it verbatim, but it was basically a joke about the hard ERs and how lazy black people are.
What the fuck?
Absolutely. And when my little brother didn't laugh, his friend was like slapping his knee down laughing. My brother never forgot that. He tells that story till this day. To this day, he's like, yeah, that, no, absolutely not. But
I hope that guy who's was a kid stubs his toe.
Yeah, that
and his dad.
Yeah, his
honestly,
dad.
Fuck these. I'm so like
Racist.
fuck these people. I hope they all stub their toes. Like, I'm sorry.
Racist. Okay, so Andrew S., did you see the viral act of civil disobedience? Which one?
I got a video on that tomorrow. The former Vikings punter, Chris Clue, he went before city council in Huntington Beach, I believe, and he called MAGA a modern day Nazi movement, and then he did peaceful disobedience and was carried out of there. It was beautiful. He talked about how racist MAGA. It's perfect. It's so good.
The reason he did it too, by the way, I think they if I recall reading correctly, the public library there in his district put up a MAGA sign.
Oh, that's right. Where it wasn't MAGA, but it was like magnificent allure, like just it was obviously a nod to Trump.
It wasn't "Make America Great Again." It was 4 words that also had the initials MAGA that were very purposely put that way, so they could get away with putting MAGA without getting in trouble for it being like an overtly political.
I'm gonna
look.
that
You can't do that. Yeah,
I'm gonna check that out. So that was from Andrew. I'm gonna check that out for sure. By photo.
Could you imagine if there was there was like a Obama sign in a library back in the day? How conservatives would have acted.
Obama was all up in my library, but again, I was at.
I mean, he was the president of the United States. I'm talking about like an Obama for America sign or something like that. Like, obviously, you're going to have to, in a library, the president is discussed. There's books about the president. But, like, could you imagine if there was, like, a Hope and Change, like, logo there?
People would be outraged.
But
do conservatives really go to the library? But anyway, Bay photo. I saw Mario Lopez in person once. He's short as hell. Oh, he's short as hell. He looks short.
Nothing wrong with being short. Nothing wrong with being short.
Nothing wrong.
We hate him for being MAGA.
But
anyway, being short.
But when you're short and MAGA, that's the problem. Okay, that's when it's an issue. Just to be clear.
Exactly.
Look, Sal said, "Let's be for real." This tickled me. Let's be for real. Gwen cultural appropriated. Listen. Some people, I'm pretty sure, were like, Rebecca, please. She was culturally appropriating the community. Sorry, sis. No, I was riding with you, but they saying that it was cultural appropriation. But I'm saying that she was all right with me. But they saying she was cultural appropriation. But anywho, all right, I'm out. Thanks for the laugh. Thanks for the love.
No, do you remember she did the Harajuku girls or whatever?
She did a lot of different cultural appropriation.
Oh, yeah, right.
Gwen Stefani did. No, Gwen Stefani. She appropriated a lot of cultures. Let's just say that.
Damn.
And yeah, Holla Back Girl was 100% the weirdest shit ever.
It was the video was crazy. I felt like, why is that little boy over there doing the old? When I watched it the other day, I was like, the little boy that jumps in the front with the old outfit. He's black and he's doing all the dances, and it's like girl, and then her with the low rise jeans, and then walking like any white person that does this right here, because that's what they start to do when you know they're about to cultural appropriate. They be like, they walk like this and they just get away from me right now. But no, I'm out. I love y'all.
It's like a
I mean,
disease. It's like so one day a white person would be sitting there, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no.
It's hitting me. It's hitting me. It's like, please, like that's like, yo, what's up? What's up? How you? And it's like
Justin Timberlake did that shit all the time. That exact move you just
absolutely,
did.
absolutely. I'm out.
God.
Bye. Love you guys. Beat it.
You take care.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Whoa. Okay, Lance, did you want to read yours?
Yeah, I have a couple quick ones I could rattle off. Angela W, thank you for the 279. All the cool kids watch Breaker High. I assume that was because of the Saved by the Bell discourse. Prairie Fire, thank you for the 199. I've been to more gay clubs than Mike. How? Mike, do you want to answer that?
I mean, are you assuming that I'm like a level 99 homosexual? I've still got some grinding to do. Okay, I mean, damn.
You can.
His gay particles are off the charts.
If you literally ever
25 on the Kinsey scale.
If you ever stepped into a club,
you so gay.
Outdone Mike. Yeah.
What was that, Matt?
Jake, yeah. Sorry.
I said if you've ever went to a club, you've already outdone Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Jay Cass with the $2. David Dole is at CPAC. He's not watching the game. That's scary.
Right. Yeah.
Makes a lot of
Fucking
sense.
David,
He's there for the
do it.
Roman salutes. Yep.
The
Rational National.
He's doing a meet and greet with his audience. He's doing a meet and greet with his audience.
Oh, speaking of the game, Lance, do we have a verdict? I'm sorry.
It's
tied still.
We're 5 minutes left in the third. 2-2 tied game. Very tense.
God damn
half
it.
watching it, half like, oh my God.
Rig it for the Canadians. Somebody.
Yep, I agree. Lars with the 499. Do you have any thoughts on the Ethan Klein suing Reddit moderators for criticism? Seems like it's setting a bad precedent that will ruin Reddit for everybody.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it's pretty rich that a person
Is that what he's actually suing the Reddit mods?
I don't know. Like, is that an official thing? I hear he's saying that like he's been making threats against them of a subreddit that basically collects receipts on H3H3 and saying that like, you know, your day is coming. I've seen the Instagram threat posts and stuff like that, but
yeah, I've seen that too.
I
was asking, I wasn't sure if it was like official.
He's spiraling.
Maybe they could get the FUPA fund to defend against Ethan. They're the ones who need it now. He's the father of fair use, and now people need to be defended against him if this is actually something he's pursuing, because that's extremely fucked up. We all have people talking shit about us. Like, nobody is suing. Like, that's insane if that's actually what he's doing. I don't know if that's what he's doing. I saw the threats, but I don't know.
All I know is I'll never understand. Nothing will ever, tell me how detached I am from like the rest of society than by just looking at the people who got big on the internet. It'll never make sense to me. Like, it'll never make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it. But it is what it is.
He very clearly does the thing that TYT does, where he looks at the people who are criticizing him and seeks it out and obsesses over it, and just it rots his brain.
Yeah, I don't get that. I hate reading like the endless negative stuff. Like I completely agree.
Yeah.
You're right to free speech, and you have a right to criticize me. That comes with being a public figure. But I don't want to sit there and just read it all day. Like, why would I want to do that to myself?
The best thing you could do to your haters is ignore them. Quite honestly, it's
right.
The absolute best thing you can do.
Their hate can affect you if you don't know what the fuck they're saying about you.
Yeah, don't even look. It does not affect your life at all. Like, just don't look. Just if that's how you want to deal with it. I mean, I look because I enjoy it, but I also just ignore it. Like, I look, but then I'm like, oh, that's funny, and then I ignore it. Yeah. I don't like respond to these people, nor do I let them know that I've even acknowledged their existence.
I will say, I'll admit it's funny because I watched 5 minutes of one guy's video who responded to my video responding to Ethan Klein. It was a very bad, like, just what I saw, not a great, like, counterpoint. But Ethan and Hila sent this person free Teddy Fresh Maybe I don't know if it's just because he responded to my video or because he responded to other like Ethan Klein takedowns or whatever. But I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to say you're welcome for the Teddy Fresh to that person. That's so funny to me.
I think the whole crash out is so sad. It's just like basically Hassan ignored you for a long period of time, and then it just became too much, and then you just started this endless feud that has everyone upset. Like, it's really hurting their numbers more than anyone. I think it's the first content nuke that nuked the creator, you know? But
yeah.
That's
a great point.
And then finally, thank you, Neon Lucian Wolf, for subscribing, and Chronic989 for subscribing. Take it away, boys.
All right. Do you want to go first, Matt, or do you want me to go first?
It doesn't matter to me. How many you got? You got a bunch?
It seems like I have. Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
All right, I'll go first then.
Okay. I'm gonna run to the bathroom while you go through start doing yours.
Oh boy, I can't. All right, I got it. I see. All right, cool.
I'll take over once I get back, though.
All right, cool. Charlie DeGinamar, thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. Really appreciate the support. YouTube.com/MattBinder. Also got another one from Charlie. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Oh my God, now I gotta find it. Oh, I feel so stupid. Oh, I pressed the star. I gotta read it anyway. What did I do? How am I supposed to? All right. WholeWashington.org is what Charlie posted. This organization, Whole Washington, is trying to win universal health care for Washington State. We may have to go for a ballot measure to win. Any help appreciated. How is there not a way to search through the comments? Like, there really should be. But there's no way I'm going to find it now. Yeah, there's no way I'm finding it now. Because it was like one of the earliest comments. And I'd have to scroll through the entire thing. I feel really bad because they paid $10 for it too. All right, let me go to the next one here. I feel so stupid for doing that. I'm trying to find it. It's not going to happen.
It's okay. I'm watching hockey.
Oh, okay. No, there's no way I'm going to find it. Wait, maybe I will. Hold on. I think I'm right. I think I'm close. I passed by another post that we just passed by. Hold on. Wait. No, there's no way. I thought I was close, but I'm not. All right, let me go to the next post. Mike, you want to take over for me? Could you go to the next?
Which one are we on?
The one that's up right now, right after that one. It says,
okay.
Another one from Charlie. Of course, they hate the disabled.
There we go.
Charlie with a membership super chat. Of course, they hate the disabled. Fascists doing the eugenics thing. Same reason they hate queer people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is Bob Carmody with a membership super chat. To stop Elon, we need the "Who the fuck are you" act. I mean, the problem is, I think a lot of people wouldn't support that because they like what Elon's doing, unfortunately. Though people who are in power, I should say. Let's go to the next super chat. Cold Dog. Mike is like Trump. He says what he thinks.
How dare you?
Adam Ilyoff with a super chat. Speaking of crypto, I was in the YouTube algorithm going crazy with XRP, right? Keep blocking the pages and new ones keep showing up on my homepage. Interesting. Ryan Lennon fan with a membership super chat, member for 19 months. U.S. aid is nothing more than a vehicle to extract wealth from the third world by bribing the bourgeoisie of the country. It's a world evil you're defending. I don't think so. I think
that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, there were things that they did not do that was good, and then there are things that they did do that was good.
Yeah, there's parts of it that were intentionally used to destabilize other democracies or to try to implement soft coups or things like that. That's 100% part and parcel of it. There's also just like massive feeding programs, as well as like, malaria and vaccine operations. There's like literal refugee camps being run by individuals who are saying now that people are going to like starve to death. It's not 100% just black and white like that.
Preventing HIV in babies before they're born. Like there was some objectively good things with it. But like I agree that there are things that are objectionable. But yeah, it's not exclusively bad by no means.
Or exclusively good.
True.
Right.
True.
Let's go to the next one. Kowalski with the super chat. I have a dream that one day the working people will be able to get. I have a dream that one day the working people will be able to egg and TP a house without needing to mortgage their own home to do so, like an 80s film, right? Charlie DeGenimer with another super chat. Elon's mind is a storm, all fire and fury signifying nothing. Alexi Nella with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Alexi. Elon. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Bottle of milk spills over in Elon's mind. Phil in Canada with a $13 Canadian super chat. James cool. Let's read this. James Sands is on loan at St. Pauli, a punk leftist German club, making history as the first ever team to sell its home stadium to a fan-owned co-op to improve the club's finances. For more info at FCSPEG. Oh, I will check that out. I knew James Sands was on loan to a German club. I did see that he got injured and he's out for the rest of the season, apparently. But I did not know they were I love how soccer or football is like the real deal, like punk rock sport. I will always love soccer for that reason. There seems to be a lot of leftist activism in soccer, which you don't see, in many other sports. Jay Cash with the super chat. Matt Sign at the Drake show. Short stack, thick like a goblin. Drake would like that, wouldn't he? Bernice Anders with his super chat. Do you think Elon saying Europeans being arrested for memes is him hinting at the comments saying that Nazi posting is all just memeing, irony posting? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good call there. That could be that. Oh wait, I found the super chat I was looking for that I accidentally untagged. Hold on. This is that Charlie DeGenimer post. HoldWashington.org, an organization trying to win universal health care for Washington State. May have to go for a ballot measure to win. Any help appreciated. Check out WholeWashington.org. I'm happy I found that. When you were gone, Mike, I accidentally meant to put that on the screen, but I unstarted it by accident. And so I lost it. Yeah. And I felt really bad. The next super chat is Patrice Hubbard Bell with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Patrice. Hey, Matt, will you please explain again how crypto is a scam, but why so many big organizations are promoting it? Recent is an ad saying crypto is for small business, farmers, old folks, etc. Explain like I'm in kindergarten. Well, you got to send me that ad, because you'll find is that ad is probably from a crypto trading platform like Coinbase, right?
Google last man standing scam. That could probably give you a really good rundown of it.
Yeah.
Or watch the video on NFTs is really good too.
So basically, really quickly, this industry is essentially a Ponzi scheme. And for them to be able to extract money, they need new money coming in, which wasn't really a problem until recently because crypto was still not known by the mainstream. So as people discovered it, money would come in. But then crypto blew up over the past 5 years. A number of people in the mainstream, your mom, dad, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, who aren't necessarily the crypto advocate type, not even really tech savvy, they got screwed over by it. So all that money, all that new money they wanted to come in came in and bounced, and now they need more new money to come in. And on top of that, a bunch of these recent meme coin scams have extracted money from even the crypto advocates. So there's even less money there to go around. So at some point in this industry, I mean, it's been happening throughout, but as the industry goes on, all the wealth you hear that's inside of it, it continues to be taken from the bottom and given to the top, taken from the bottom, given to the top. And now there's no more new money coming in. So they try to convince new money to come in so they could basically pilfer that money from those people. That's it. Like Lance said, it's the last man standing. They need more money coming in so they could make that money.
What's the name? So you said that NFT documentary. I know it's called The Line Goes Up, but Lance, do you remember who? Like, I'm blanking on his name right now.
It's like
it was
human,
really good. Because he goes
folding
through
ideas.
Folding ideas.
Folding ideas. Yeah. That's right. That's a really great resource, Patrice. I watched that one. I'm not super savvy with this stuff, but he goes to get to NFTs. He talks about crypto. Very, very like simplistic breakdown that makes it easy to comprehend because it's a lot. He does a great job. I'd highly recommend that video. I think it's only like an hour and a half, but you will have a great.
No, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's long.
Oh, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, it's been a while since I watched it.
It's a surprisingly riveting watch, even though it's about something that really seems dry to most people. It goes through just the history.
I watched
of it
in
how
one sitting.
It is everything. Wow.
Yeah, and that goes to show, like, because I cannot sit still. I never watch long movies. I watched that in one sitting. I was planning to watch one part of it and then I watched it all. So like it's very entertaining.
All right. Next, I hope that answered the question though, Patrice. And you definitely watch that YouTube video for more. Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. Can we start blaming Big Bird for the Big Bird flu? Absolutely not. Big Bird's innocent. Tokyo Hans with a super chat. Starts the Spartacus chant. I'm Luigi. Right. I'm Mangione. Maybe that works better for the Spartacus.
Je suis Luigi.
Lizzie Bennett with a super chat. Don't know if you already have, but any chance of an interview with Zoran Mamdani, the New York mayoral candidate? I'll see if I can get him, if I can reach out to him and get him on. I think he's great, and he's going to be, he's going to be the first choice on my ranked choice voting ballot. I'll tell you that much. I hope he wins. Jim D 1001 with a $10 super chat. Matt, thank you so much for having me on Doomed and for the shout out on Majority Report last week. Cheers, the Leftist Mafia gang. Oh, thank you, Jim. Yeah, we had him on last week, and I had him on my show, and I know he... I give him a shout out on the Majority Report, so I'm so happy that worked. That happened.
Yeah, the Kickstarter is fully funded, and it's still going until Saturday. So it was. I think the goal was $35 or $35,000, and it's at 40,000. So it's more than he asked. So it is fully funded. We're getting it. I'm stoked.
All right. The goal was $35, and he came and left his mouth.
$35.
Gave him 35.
And we got it over the end.
We pulled together. We found the change, and we did it.
Tokyo Hans with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Tokyo. Johnny Coonan with 2 super chats in a row. One just throwing me $5. Thank you so much. And then the second with a message. Any advice on how to deal with friends who don't follow politics but have strong opinions? My friend is convinced all is fine and seems to trust Musk. I mean, why does he trust Musk? That's a good question to I don't know.
Show him the CPAC clips that we played, and then he won't be able to trust him after that.
No, I don't think that. I don't know what this. I mean, people who are completely devoid from politics usually think they know better than you because they're not, like, they feel like they're not in on it. Like they can see from outside the bubble. I see this all the time from people online that like, oh no, I'm not very, you're too political. That's not, but they don't get what's going on. They just don't get it. I don't know how to get through to those people. Something bad has to happen to them, unfortunately, for them to get it. And even then, they don't always get it.
Yeah, it's like that MAGA farmer who's like. Sorry,
I was just saying, you know the type I'm talking about. Like they think you're the crazy one because you care too much. And I'm like, I'm the cool guy who doesn't care too much. I see it from outside. We all know those types.
It's cope because they don't know what the fuck's going on, so they try to, I guess, rationalize their ignorance as, altruistic or trendy or some shit. I don't know.
We like when we see the dog whistles because we know what to look for. They think we're crying wolf or something. I know exactly that type of person, and there's not much you could do to get through to them, honestly, unfortunately.
And if they see Elon Musk's face and they're not automatically repulsed, I think that person is not trustworthy. So you might want to find a new friend. Just my 2 cents. Okay. Thank you so much to John Lithium for gifting 5 memberships once again. I think this is the 5th week in a row. Thank you so much, John. You are so kind. Thank you so much to Tin Man for being a member for 20 months. Appreciate you. And then we have Dan with $2. Can you guys just say hi to my cat Cheeto? Hi, Cheeto.
Hi, Cheeto.
Hey, Cheeto.
10 lawn gnomes. Thank you for the 5. How badly would you need to be publicly embarrassed to make you call for explosive disassembly of a symbol for international scientific cooperation? What? How badly would you need to be publicly embarrassed to make you call for explosive disassembly of a symbol?
Oh yeah, Musk said. I think that's what they're talking about. Musk said there's no longer a need for the International Space Station.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I did not know that
he went
said
much
that.
further than that. He also called one of the people calling him out on that, one of the astronauts, the R slur, and was arguing with him all day. Well, that guy was like completely just ripping him apart, being like, "No, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is completely wrong."
Because Musk is
I'm
claiming
gonna have to unmute Elon, ain't I? Like,
Musk,
I didn't
Musk
see
is
this.
claiming that the reason there are 2 astronauts stuck on the International Space Station right now is because Joe Biden denied SpaceX's request to go save them for political reasons, and that's bullshit. We all know what happened. There was an issue where they're up there for longer than they're supposed to be. The Biden administration literally made the deal with SpaceX for SpaceX to go up there to get them. But from the very beginning, it always was supposed to be for the next mission, not some like emergency mission to go get them. The astronauts just have to wait a couple months longer than they were supposed to. But that was always the deal. Even the International Space Station commander who got into the fight with Elon called Elon out for it. And Elon's having a little tantrum about it.
He's such a piece of shit. Yeah,
But,
I'm sorry.
the idea was
Tim
for
Lundums, I did
the
not
idea
hear
was for
about this.
political reasons. The idea was for political reasons. It's ludicrous because it was the Biden administration who made the deal with SpaceX to begin with. So like the idea that like Biden refused to work with SpaceX is just so stupid.
He's such a moron. God. But that's our president. Elon Musk. Autistic Goblin, thank you so much for the $10. I might use this to bribe Cody and Katie to be guests on TLM. Yes, I'll do that. We'll bribe them. That would be awesome. I'd love to get them on. I am a giant fan.
You guys ever see this $10 bill before?
Crisp 10 for you. No, that'd be great though. They are, well, at least I saw Cody is back on Twitter, so I'll try to reach out to them at some point. Because yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Unknown, thank you for the £2. You should all have Ali O'Brien on. I don't know that I've heard of Ali O'Brien. It like seems vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure. Is that a Canadian politics person, or am I thinking of somebody completely different? I don't know. Let me see.
I'm seeing author of The Agency. Maybe that's not it.
Oh, okay. I see an Instagram.
Is she a YouTuber?
Looks like a
TikToker?
TikToker. Yeah, I'll have to look into.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with her.
Yeah, I'll have to look into her.
TikToker, a YouTuber, hip hopper, rocker,
Yeah, thanks for the
Instagrammer,
recommendation.
a Pinterester.
A LinkedIn. Dusty Partition, thank you for the 5. Yes, please get Katie and Cody on the show. I can send corn cream. Well, I mean, if you're going to provide the corn cream, then I think it's a done deal. They'll show up for sure.
Is there a corn cream inside joke or something? Did I miss this? Are they big fans of corn cream or something?
I don't know. I mean, who doesn't love creamed corn? So.
Yeah.
Charlie DeGinmer, thank you for the 5. When you're the manliest man, only other men can truly appreciate such manliness. Yes, of course. Bay Photo, thank you for the $4.99. Look deep into Elon's K-hole pupils, and you too can see a colonized Mars. Probably see a lot of stuff, a lot of dark shit. JCast, thank you for the 2. I want a Chris Clue football jersey now. Me too, actually. Yeah, I am not into football, but
By the way,
I'm
Chris Clue's been around for a while. In like the activist, the lefty scene. He was a major voice during the Gamergate days, going up against the reactionary right wingers and stuff. Like, this is not new for him.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
love to see it.
He seems like a good dude.
Really cool. Sergio Ribeiro, thank you for the $4.99. Borderlands director Eli Roth has convinced himself on Instagram that Palestinian deaths are AI generated. He's also nominated for worst director this year. Well, after learning about the first thing, the second thing doesn't surprise me.
I know that he is a hardcore Zionist, but I didn't know he was a full-blown like Hollywood conspiracy theorist. Where did he say this?
This is, just to clarify, this is Borderlands movie, right? Not the game. Because I like the games.
I haven't watched the movie, but apparently it's unwatchable. But
that's what I heard too. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the games, but the movie just looks very, very bad. Well, fuck him if he said that. Okay, Adam Ilyav, thank you so much for the $10. So when I first heard this rumor 2 years ago, thought nothing of it, but any thoughts on the rumor that all of Elon's kids are from IVF? I'm not sure, honestly. It sounds like that is something that he offered to some of the women, but it is just rumors, so we don't know, and I don't think there's a way to really verify it, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like, if I were one of these women and he's like, hey, do you want to have a kid? I would certainly not want him to touch me. So it's like, well, okay, just like, we'll do IVF. That's the only way that I could see, like, some of these, I don't know, like, the thought of anybody, like, taking him up on the offer to have a baby and then them fucking is, like, inconceivable to me. He's just so disgusting and repulsive. So, I mean, I could believe it, but, I mean, we have no way to verify it. Zero Set, thank you for becoming a member. Evan from Portland, thank you for the member chat. I'm one of the coordinators for yesterday's Day of Action protests. We're going to DC on the 25th. Would love to talk more about it sometime. That's really cool. Send me an email, mike@humanistreport.com. Yeah, send me details. Is this the 5051? I don't know if that's different from Day of Action. I think I'm mixing the two up, but that would be awesome. Yeah, send me an email so I can learn more about this. DJ Prodigy 909, thank you for the $5. Had a friend end of 3 years I got really close to in our group. Turns out he's a Tim Pool centrist. Had to cut him because use of DEI trans issue. Jesus, I know it sucks. Like, it's sad, but in the long term, I think that you will be better for distancing yourself from these kinds of people, because like,
yeah, just cut these people off if you want to.
You don't need them.
Or remain friends with them if you want to. Like, I want to make it clear, it's totally up to you. If you feel like the friendship is worth it, then power to you. If you feel like it's not, power to you. Like, it's got to be a decision you make. Anyone who's telling you to either or is giving culty vibes. You got to make the decision that's best for yourself.
I'll say cut him off and give the culty vibes personally. That's like the way that I approach it.
There's some people worth working on, and there's some people who aren't.
If there's somebody that can be
make
redeemed,
that decision.
That's true. That's true. Because like some people are too far gone. Like the family members that are too far gone, I've just straight up like cut off. Like I'm done because there's no getting through to them. But there are people who are just misguided that can be brought back to light. It's a matter of like trying to figure out who is and isn't too far gone. Okay. Tiger Cat Suni, thank you for the $5. We're going full speed to cyberpunk dystopia. Cyberpunk media is supposed to be a warning, not a guide map. Yeah, certainly a dystopia. Rachel Atwood, thank you so much for the $2. ProPublica just broke a story on DOGE funding. I'll check that out. Thank you for letting me know. I haven't checked ProPublica, but they've been having some really, really good scoops lately. Kowalski, thank you for the 5. I don't know what Pete Buttigieg was doing, but apparently he was using his G in LGBTQ+ to keep the planes in the air. Mike, elaborate, please. If I had to guess, he's using a specific spell that gay men have when they're in their late 30s. You lose it when you turn 40. But you are able to do like telepathy or telepathy. I think I said that wrong. You can make certain things levitate. And so if I had to guess, he was doing that.
The G in the G in LGBTQ actually stands for gliding.
Oh, there we go.
I thought you were going to say G-force.
There we go.
Or G-force or gravity, whatever you want to pick.
Use your G-force powers.
Dusty Partition, thank you for the 5. All this nonsense sets a dangerously stupid precedent. Precedent. Either works. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Dusty. Junko Soto Polak, thank you so much for Polak, thank you for the membership.
Whoa. We don't got to use any slurs here, Mike. What's wrong with them?
I was going to say, is that a slur? Because I genuinely don't know.
Well, for people from a certain country, it is.
My apologies. In the first half hour of TYT today, Anna Kasparian attacked Emma Vigeland and issued a veiled threat about knowing mistakes Emma has made. I saw that. It was such a bad argument. I'll be on Majority Report tomorrow, actually.
I missed the threat. Hold on. I missed this threat part. We were talking a little bit about it, like Mike was saying. But I missed this second half. I knew she attacked MR and was explaining her reasoning, apparently, for saying they were in the bag for Kamala. But what is this? The threat of knowing mistakes Emma has made?
I didn't really pick up on that because she brought up a couple of examples. Like Emma called out, Emma and Sam, they did a segment on Anna was completely wrong about Project 2025. And she admitted it, but she still is saying that that MAGA hates Project 2025. So they're making fun of her for that because it's laughable. And then to basically own Emma, Anna was like, yeah, well, you predicted that Kamala Harris would win, and you were wrong, as if that's the same fucking thing. So I think that's what she was alluding to. There was other things that she said. Her argument was borderline incoherent. She brought up the whole, oh, well, you've made mistakes. Look at this Venezuelan gang story. This was a hoax that was debunked, but Anna Kasparian is like saying, are you going to correct the record? I corrected the record. It's such a bad argument. This like is confirmation that when you start watching right-wing content and you consume their talking points, your brain turns to pudding and you just can't formulate arguments that are persuasive anymore. Anna Kasparian just sounds like a right-winger. Their arguments are dog shit. Her arguments are dog shit. She's very clearly in that like media echo chamber currently. But I'll be on Majority Report tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but I hope so because I got a lot to say.
What mistakes did Emma make? What are we talking about here? What did she? Is this like a
primarily?
I know what you did. It's like a I know what you did last summer type thing, where like Emma like killed someone in
I know what you did last summer too.
Anna knows where the bodies are buried.
There was a 2 actually already.
There was, yeah. It was much worse.
Oh boy. What did Emma do? Did she kill someone? What like I can't think of anything else that you could say that for.
Maybe she's Luigi Mangione.
Maybe. Oh, twist.
And Anna knows. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, they are so fucking stupid. Anna needs to just, like Ethan Klein, stop watching people that criticize you if it bothers you this much. I don't get why they seek out content of people criticizing them and shit-talking them and then just, like, seethe over it. Just stop watching it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sir Gerbil, thank you for the $10. Elon bought Twitter for $44 billion. He only paid $277 million for the U.S. government. Yeah, and all of its power. That means the U.S. government was $43.7 billion cheaper than Twitter. That's such a great point. Yeah.
It was a deal of a lifetime.
He's gonna make so much more money off of that 300 million.
And then you got idiots who are going like, "There's no one I trust more with my data than Elon, because he's already got all the money he ever wants. Why would he want even more?"
Insane. These people are so stupid.
They're sick. They're absolutely like you gotta have some sort of mental
Yeah.
illness. I'm sorry to think that to believe that.
Or Neuralink.
Yeah, that too. Which they will happily get, and I hope they get it as soon as possible. I hope they're the early adopters. Test that shit out for us. Melt your brain for all I care. Rachel Atwood, thank you so much for the 2. Bannon and Dore are both Alexander Dugin fanboys. Does Jimmy Dore even know who Alexander Dugin is? I feel like he's just parroting whatever people in his sphere tell him. I don't think Jimmy Dore knows, like, anything about anything. It's just whoever is in his circle, that's what he's going to parrot. Because he's always a dumb person. Like, when me and Kyle and, like, David were still cool with him, he would basically just repeat what we said. Even like my first interview with Jimmy Dore, when I was still kind of like a dumb lefty, at the end of the interview, I don't know if this was off camera or on camera, I haven't watched, but he was like, oh, well, you said it, so now I could say it. Like, that's Jimmy Dore. He's dumb as shit, okay?
Wait, he stole your stuff?
No, he would just parrot like what we say. Like, because he doesn't have a set of core principles or an ideology, and he's generally just like kind of stupid. And he's lazy. He doesn't want to do the work. So, you know, if Kyle says something, then he'll say it. If I say something, he'll say it. And he'll, like, you know, extend it and twist it. But then we'll have to try to help him recalibrate, rein it in, like bring the window of normalcy back because he gets too stupid with it. He just like says whatever other people say. He's a sponge. He absorbs it and then just parrots it back. I'm assuming that hasn't changed. I haven't tuned into Jimmy in a very long time. I just saw that he had Steve Bannon on, which is funny. Very good progressive conversation took place, I'm assuming.
I would love to see. Yeah, I'd love to see how that. I didn't watch it. I'd love to see how it went. I wonder if it was fawning.
I don't have the mental bandwidth to listen to both Jimmy Dore and Steve Bannon for more than like a minute. So I'm gonna do myself a favor and not subject myself to that. Charlie DeGinmer, thank you for the $10. They're just saluting like it's cool again. Nazis stub their toes. Yes, every Nazi stubbed their toes. I hope they all stub their toes. I hope that they do it to themselves, just like their leader. Yeah, I agree. Meng Tang, thank you for the $20. Appreciate that. I don't know. Sloppy Steve looked like he was so much more deliberate about it. The pauses and how relaxed he was told me, listen, bruh, I do this on the daily, playing OG to one-up Ilania. Yeah, I still think that Elon Musk's was, like, the most explicit, but I think that, like, maybe... And Kyle has talked about how he thinks that maybe Elon Musk was trying to do a little bit of a Sig Heil, but he went too far with it just because he's an idiot and made it too explicit. Whereas, like, you know, I could see what you're saying. Like, Steve Bannon was a little bit more deliberate. He knew he wanted to do it and was in control, so he doesn't do the full, like, chest beat. And then the straight up Sig Heil, just, you know, he did the Laura Ingraham version of it, I think. So that way he has plausible deniability. But he doesn't, by the way. Okay, Chris Corcoran, thank you so much for the 5. Excluding Captain Chaos, what are your favorite names for Trump? Mine are the Mad Cheeto, Oversized Oompa Loompa, Cheeto Dorito, and Tangerine Tyrant. Somebody called him Cheeto Hitler back in like 2017. This was one of the resistance libs. I can't remember which one said it, but that was funny to me. I feel like we need to expand it to not just orange. It's easy because he just like puts on way too much tanner. But yeah, there's a lot more that we can do. Dementia Dawn, maybe. That one is going to be increasingly relevant. Brian Schroed, thank you for the $5. At a time when we need real opposition to fight Elon Nazi destruction of our country, we have Soft Peen Jeffries and Cuck Schumer. We're so fucked. Yeah, they're just so bad. And you know it's bad when liberals are pissed off. Like I referenced the town hall I went to earlier. I was genuinely stunned at how many liberals were pissed off at Democratic leadership, where people are actually like screaming at my senator because Democrats aren't doing anything. When I was leaving, there was a lady out in the hall yelling at one of the staffers saying, "Why are there all these fucking old people? They need to retire. They're terrible." So when liberals are pissed off, things are bad, and liberals are actually pissed off, which actually gives me a little bit of hope, because maybe during the primary they won't just like automatically gravitate towards the most corporate candidate ever. They probably will, but it depends. Did they win?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Canada just won.
Oh, that's awesome. I've never been so invested in a game, especially one that I haven't watched, which I've never watched any, but that's amazing news. Love that.
Are they rubbing
Bravo,
it in?
boys.
Are they rubbing it in?
Oh, they better. They should take a American flag, stomp on it, light it on fire in front of the Americans, spit in their faces. That's awesome.
Well, as previously stated, now we get to absorb you. So welcome to Canada, boys.
Do I get the health care card in the mail?
You can say A, apologize maybe, or I don't know, whatever you got to do.
I'm sorry. It felt better as a Canadian saying that. I love it. I love it.
Usually I would, in sports, I would root for Team USA versus Canada, but this time around, 100% the Canada deserves to win this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I am not able to click on anything all of a sudden in the super chats. It's like not loading for me.
I have one extra one I can read while you're figuring that out. Bay Photo, thank you for the $4.99. Elon CPAC interview is channeling the coked up Jonathan Mulaney late night energy with Seth Meyers episode where he wore a trench coat and sunglasses. I have not seen it, but I will now. That sounds hilarious.
Okay, my shit's completely frozen. Matt, are you able to access these?
Oh, it was McDavid. Oh, McDavid scored. Oh, wow. The golden boy. For non-hockey fans, McDavid's like the best player in the NHL, but everyone was wondering whether or not he would be the superstar of this. That's incredible.
He pulled it out when he needed to.
Yep.
People are talking about this credible save from the Canada's goalie too, because it almost ended the other way.
Yeah, a couple minutes prior.
I'm watching the clip of the final goal. Sorry, everybody.
Who are we rating? Are we done super chats?
Wait, no, I don't think we are. Mike,
okay.
Were you unstarring these, Mike? Because there's still so many. I don't know where we are. Sam, hold on.
Here we go. Okay, it's working for me again. My TV went off, but it's working. I did just.
I don't think they were all unstarred. That's why. But I do have a few more. If you want me to go to them.
Well, I can. If you want to, that's fine. It's working for me all of a sudden, which is.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, just do.
My whole shit was frozen actually. Okay, yeah, Sam, thank you for the emoji, head explosion emoji. Thank you. Nintendo Gaming Channel, thank you for the $6.99. David, Ariana, Lance, Matt, Rebecca, Mike, Thomas, Jefferson. The government. I read that like extra names on purpose. That's funny. The government you elect is the government you deserve. In a way, yes, but I also feel bad for the people who didn't elect Donald Trump. Like, I feel bad for myself that I have to be subjected to this when I did not vote for it. My state's electoral votes all went to Trump, so... But I understand the sentiment. Adam Iliop, thank you for the 5. Actually, the guy in the photo looks like Dave Franco, so I highly doubt Luigi did it. That's a good point. Yeah. Jim DeBartolo, hey, thanks for the $10. Massive thanks to Mike for inviting me on TLM to launch Fuck Billionaires and for the generous support throughout the Kickstarter, which is funded. The campaign ends Saturday morning, by the way. Cheers, TLM gang. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, Jim. I am ecstatic. Cannot wait to read Fuck Billionaires. Timothy, thank you for the 2. Shazam actor is a MAGA tool. Yeah, he is. He was pleading with Elon Musk to not fire everybody in government agencies on Fox News, but that's like, he doesn't care. He's trying to like appeal to his humanity, but Elon Musk doesn't have humanity. He's a billionaire, so he's a demon. Sam Aguilar, thank you for the 2. Boycott tax filing as civil disobedience. Well, don't do anything that's gonna fuck yourself over financially. I don't think you should do stuff to get you in trouble. There are other things that you can do to protest. Fritza, thank you for the 4-month membership. Brady, thank you for the 10. Very generous of you. Those who wish harm on migrants and trans people, I hope their toes are stubbed on a sharp corner. Love y'all. Love you too. I agree. I hope that happens to them. Fuck those people. Decipher, I plugged you on Zateo earlier, punter. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love Zateo. Corey Springer, thank you for the 5. Free Luigi. Yes, he's innocent. Thank you to Nintendo Gaming Channel for the 279. Leftist Mafia, what you do if Purge was real in US? Go after the Nazis and defend the people who can't defend themselves.
I'd get Mike.
Everybody
I'd hop on a
towards
plane
me.
and just take him out.
Leftist Ginger, thank you so much. $20, very, very kind. I was gonna put something political here, but instead I just want to thank you for all existing, and thank you all for existing and doing what you all do. Been watching for years. That is really kind. Thank you so much, Leftist. Really appreciate the love. Very kind of you. Okay, thank you so much to Redfire, Blue Ice, new membership. And last but not least, Rachel Atwood, thank you for the 5. Do you know the YouTube TikTok creator Permaculture Primrose? She's based in Portland and is liberal coded but pulls no punches. I'll have to look her up. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know for sure if I'm thinking of the right person. Matt, take it away.
Sure. Let's go back to where was my last one? Let's see. Okay, I see. Now I gotta find it in here. Toka Oroku with a super chat. Anna's back attacking MR. Gave a whole TYT segment. Eye roll emoji. Yep, we mentioned it earlier. Yep. Marcus Tan with a membership super chat, member for 15 months. Have Leisha Miller on, or Leisha Miller.
Oh, I
on.
love Leisha.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She's basically a video essayist. She does awesome videos.
Yeah. Again, some people might be, we'll reach out to, but they might be too big for us.
Oh no, I killed my TV. No window.
Tokyo
behind me.
Hans with a super chat. For the love of God, that Elon IVF comment was disturbing. Please, no one think of Elon ejaculating. Stop it, everyone. What Elon IVF comment? Did I forget?
It was a super chat from a little bit.
Okay. I might have forgotten about it. Toka Oroku with a super sticker. Thank you so much. And Zeit. Wait, where did it go? Yep, Zeit Weiss with a super chat. What happened to Binder's Schumer recording? I played it. Didn't I play it on this show? I definitely played it on my show. Did I play it on
last
this show?
week?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you played it last week.
Yep. I gotta tell you, I had people reach out to me saying they thought it was ridiculous, like what he said. But then also people reached out to me to say, like, they grew up, in a Chinese household and they wear red in the new year. So, while it might have sounded funny coming out of his mouth, he wasn't doing anything weird.
Okay.
I just thought it was odd, like an odd thing coming from Schumer. Again, I didn't think it was anything like his career was ruined. It was just awkward.
Everything
weird,
he does is
bizarre.
weird because he's a dork.
Yeah.
He's just a goober.
Yeah.
It's Chuck Schumer. There are some other chats for David and Ariana. I figured we can go through those. She had a lot of members. I wanted to thank them for
Oh
her.
boy, they had a whole. All right, go ahead. Yeah, we'll be here all night.
Yeah,
No,
not
go
too
ahead, go
much. Okay, this one's for Ariana from Charlie DeGinmer. As an American, go Canada. Yes, they won. Fuck yeah. We have Joseph D, Andrew S, and G-Wick, all members for Ariana. Very cool.
Oh, I like how you did that.
And
Very
Andrew
smart
S.
and quick.
Yeah.
Stop slowing it down,
As
Matt.
a new member. G-Wick for Ariana, $5. Thank you. Back in the 80s, I was in the USAF with a guy who always wanted to kiss me. We were both straight. I did it because at the time it freaked people out. That's fucking hilarious, actually. Good for you. Looney Tunes, 5 for Ariana. Thank you. New video for you, Ari. Anna once again crying over Sam and Emma again. They have majority report derangement syndrome, it seems. JCast, thank you for the 2. On a lighter note, your wall clock looks real cool. Yeah, I did like Ariana's clock. Charlie to Ariana, thank you for the 5. Play that Elon chainsaw bit at his next custody hearing. Yeah, right? And then we have D Cypher, Charlie DeGinmer, both members to Ariana, and 5 gifted members to Ariana. Very generous, Charlie. And Otto with the super chat to Ariana. I wanted to post my latest film, but the super chat won't let me. Thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully it's in your YouTube channel. Type it in the chat if you're still here so people know what it is. Lars, thank you for the $4.99 to Ariana. Do you have any thoughts on Ethan Klein suing? Okay, so she did read this one, or somebody read this one. Seems like setting a bad precedent will ruin Reddit for everyone. Yeah, if that's what he's doing, that's scary. Charlie with $5. I think this might have been for Rebecca. Becca's right. It's the worst of comment section that elected the root for Trump. Yeah. A Cyborg, thank you for the 10 to Ariana. Thank you for bringing awareness to the deportations to Panama and El Salvador. Many of those deported are children. Are they being trafficked? Yeah, it feels like state-sanctioned trafficking. It's really scary. Kowalski, thank you so much for the 5 to Ariana. Remember when you moved to NY that Bender is an absolute unit of a man who can help you move. He's 6 feet, 195 pounds, and will work for a 2-liter soda. Great guy.
195 pounds of pure muscle, too, at that. Yep.
Uh-huh. G-Wick, thank you for the 5 to Ariana. My parents were firmly middle class in the 70s and 80s. Linda, no message, but just 2 $4.99s to Ariana. Charlie DeGinmer gifted another 5 to Ariana. Very, very generous. We'll have to let her know that you did that. That's 10 memberships. That's a lot. She's really going to appreciate that. Thank you to Stephanie Cribs, new member for Ariana. Oh, no, that's for me. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate that. And then I got a couple more. Red Fire Blue Ice, thank you for the 2. Crowding and booing Republicans at town halls. Yeah. Republicans are getting heat because the pork that was provided to them in certain bills are getting taken away by DOGE, and they are fucking pissed off. Sharpie D, thank you for the 10.
Wait, what happened? They're getting booed? Where's this? I want to see clips. Let me see this.
There's a town hall. What is it? Let me see. I don't know. One of the Republicans held a town hall. I don't know which one. I can't remember. I don't know where the clip is right now, but let me see. Who is this? Okay, I found the video. I don't know who this is, though.
All right, friends, I'm going to take my leave. I'm passing 5 hours now, so I'm going to grab some
food. All right, you take care.
Start Marvin.
Take care. Peace.
All right,
yeah, take care, Lance. Congrats on the game. Who is the? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look into it. I don't know.
Don't worry about
it's for. Yeah, Rich McCormick. It's kind of long, so maybe I'll do a video on something like that. I love videos like this. Or topics like this, I should say. Sharpie D, thank you for the $9.99. Suzanne Bonamici is having a town hall at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, at Benson High School. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try to go to that. I'm trying to go to every town hall that I can go to right now. I might try to make it to that. I did not get the email though. Well, I haven't checked though, to be clear. So, Leftist Ginger, thank you for the $10. I second Legion Miller. Her law background and breakdowns of issues are so good, it's hard to pick one, but the vid on what Dems could be doing procedurally is so good. I agree, that is an amazing video. Really, really recommend everybody check out Legion Miller. And last but not least, we have Fred J. Walsh. Thank you for the $10. Very kind of you. Thanks for streaming. Any thoughts on SNL 50? The chatter about Hanks' short bit as a racist Trumper overshadowed notion of SNL having eased rise of Trump and Elon. Don't remember Trump clips on SNL 50. Yeah, I saw that Republicans were really triggered by the Tom Hanks bit. Because of course, I don't have any thoughts on SNL 50. I actually didn't even know that they were doing that. I didn't know that was part of it. I don't watch SNL. I just hear about it or see clips on Twitter. But yeah, I don't have any thoughts on it. I know that there's a movie about SNL. I think it was their premiere episode. I heard it was good, but I'm kind of out of the loop there, if I'm being honest. So I can't really help. Can't really help you there. Okay, just had to ban somebody. All right, well that's basically it. Do we want to rate anybody on Twitch?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's rate. Oh wait, I just got one. From Fred J. Walsh. Did you read this one already?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Thanks for Fred J. Walsh. Where is it? It's not in the starred area. Hold on, let me just. Where'd it go? Right. That's weird. It's. Do you see it?
I'm not seeing it. Let me pull up.
All right, I'll just read it. Sorry, Fred. I just see it in the in mine. I don't see
that's
it in
the one that
StreamYard.
I just pulled up and I unstarted. That's the SNL one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one. Okay, cool. You ready?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that was yours actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I didn't even realize it was. I'm sorry. I was looking at.
Well, do you have any thoughts on SNL 50 then?
Yeah, let me actually. Being that was for me. Yeah, thanks for streaming. Any thoughts? I just saw clips myself. The Tom Hanks thing was. They're of course going to get angry at it. You know, comedy is great as long as it doesn't punch at them. Please laugh at yourself. That's like the first rule of. Well, maybe not the first rule, but one of the rules of comedy, right? You got to be self-deprecative every now and then. Yeah, they didn't show any Trump clips, but to be fair, I don't think many of the Trump sketches were SNL's best, like of their best of. Oh, but you mean the SNL 50 episode? Yeah, they didn't do any new Trump stuff either, did they? Yeah, it was all right from what I saw.
I just think that SNL is
still.
mostly cringe. Every once in a while they'll have something good, but for the most part, it's just not funny to me.
They have their moments. There's some great classic sketches. Even today, like even current SNL, I think they do, good sketches every now and then. But then there's also a lot of misses. But that's sort of improv and sketch comedy in general, right? You get absolutely hilarious stuff, and then a lot of fucking misses. And I say this as someone who took improv for a number of years at UCB.
Yeah. Annie Fitzgerald had a message to Lance, but it turns out he missed it. So we can't see Lance's message because he streams separately through Twitch. So
we can't.
You'll have to ask
Lance.
Yeah, ask him next time he streams.
Lance doesn't connect his thing to StreamYard for some reason, so we can't see his comments, like his super chats and Twitch chats ever. He's very private like that.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Annie. I wish that we could help. Okay, so do we want to raid Riverboat Jack? She is live.
Yeah, let's raid Riverboat Jack.
All right. Well, as that's queuing up, check me out on Majority Report tomorrow. I'm excited. I don't think I've ever been on. Yeah, I've never been on Majority Report, so I'm super stoked to be there.
You really haven't?
I'll be there on the fun half. I don't think so.
You'll be there with Emma. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Cool. I can't believe you've never been on there. That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't think I have, anyways. I'm pretty sure I haven't. But I could be.
Tell Emma. Tell Emma that Matt Binder says hello.
I will do that. I will do that.
Because I was just on there earlier
ready.
today. Now I'm on here with you, and then you'll be on there early tomorrow. I mean, it's it's nonstop. All right, Mike, always a pleasure. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Ariana, Lance, Rebecca, And even that David Dole, who's now missed, what, 2 or 3 straight episodes? I don't even know.
Hockey is more important than Leftist Mafia, I guess. I don't blame him.
All right. Yeah, me neither. All right, folks, let's hit that. I'm hitting start raid. Hold on. I forgot to hit the start raid button. All right. You ready, Mike, to raid or remote, Jack?
Yep.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take care, everybody.
Take care, everyone.